Good evening and welcome to Phelan Field in beautiful downtown Pawpaw as we get ready for another rendition of the Red Wolves Football Network production. Red Wolves just took the field. You see them running out onto your screen. We've got about a minute 25 seconds until game time. I'm joined alongside Mark Linder as we get ready to call another exciting Red Wolves football game. Mark, how are we doing tonight?
Hey, Coach. It looks like a beautiful night. Super excited. Both teams 2-1, right? So it should be a good matchup, and I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited tonight myself. We're trying to bounce back from that season opening loss to Three Rivers. Got a good win last week at Ann Arbor Gabriel Richard. And here we are back with back-to-back wins after beating Otsego in week 2. And we're going to face tonight a Sturgis team that's kind of got a similar story to us. They've got a couple of wins coming in, and they're coming in hot. Last week they dismantled Plainwell. So we definitely are in for a good one tonight. We're going to mute the microphone here. We're going to let the national anthem take precedent over us. They're going to do a moment of silence here for a moment, and then we're going to get the anthem. So we're going to go mute, and we will see you back on the other side. Okay, sports fans, off we go. So Pawpaw has won the toss, and they have elected to defer to the second half. So Sturgis is going to get the football to start the game. Big shout out to all of our fans at Hemlock Lake Campground. Got a strong following there. At least 6 campsites are huddled around a TV watching us. Thanks for the shout out there. We've got a couple of new affiliates joining us tonight. We've got some people down in Branson, Missouri area. And as always, our flagship station down in Tampa. So all of you go ahead and jump on your computer and leave us some comments if you want to. Getting ready to get started here. So
last year's game was one to forget if you're a Trojan fan now in Sturgis. His Pawpaw just outgunned us 57.
So Jacob Thompson's back, and Mark, he's the one that needs to be on everybody's radar tonight.
Yeah.
He had 7 touchdowns last week against Plainwell. 7 touchdowns is a good junior season.
That's right.
And he is definitely a threat and a weapon for Sturgis, and they will rely on him heavily. Be highly unlikely that the ball gets kicked to him. So this goes on to the side, and looks like he's going to get corralled. He's going to get about the 32-yard line, and that's where Sturgis is going to take over and start their offense. We're trying a new camera angle tonight. We're going to keep it zoomed in a little bit. We're going to get us a little closer to the action. So give us some feedback. We probably won't read it until after the game's over, but,
right.
Go ahead and throw it out there if you want to.
If you don't like it, it's all my fault.
It's pretty much going to be all your fault anyway.
Right, exactly.
You haven't worked with me long. When I'm in here by myself, it was your fault.
Right. Simple game plan, though, right? Got to stop 23.
Absolutely.
Got to stop
this is
Sturgis.
23. This is,
Yep.
Again, you're going to hear Jacob Thompson a lot tonight. He is in the backfield next to the quarterback, who's Tanner Patrick. So Patrick initiates the play, and here we go. Turner right off, and you see why there's some worry there. Turner, he pauses, and he goes again forward. So right off the bat, Mark, we're seeing, as advertised, we're going to get a lot of Jacob Turner in the diet tonight.
Yeah, and you can see why, right? I mean, it's got an explosive first step, super quick, nice decision-making, too, was patient, and then just found the hole and exploded.
Well, he's got some offers. He's got people looking at him, I should say. And he's going to play at the next level, and he's going to play at a decent-sized school.
Yeah.
So Rashano Tay out here wide. They're going to hand it to Turner again up the middle. This time the Wolves are a little bit more stout in the middle of the line.
Trojan offensive line, Logan Markey, he's really the anchor.
I think you keep calling him Turner, and he's Thompson. He's so fast to change his name.
Yes. Yeah, and that's there's some power there. He's
right.
really, you could see it in his legs as he starts to churn them. But he's, like you said before, he's patient. He sees that hole, and he allows his lineman to get in there and set something up for him.
That's right. Doesn't panic when nothing's there, right?
So Patrick in the shotgun. We're going to see the ball go in the air for the first time. He's going to look to this side. He's got Rashano Tay out there, but that ball is no good.
But it was underthrown.
That was defended by Cody Connolly.
Well, Pawpaw will definitely say thanks for that, right? Not having another run with Thompson.
Yeah, well, and,
so.
The other thing to keep an eye on tonight, this is one of the keys to the game. Red Wolves are young in the secondary. We got 4 sophomores back there, and that bodes well for Pawpaw's future if they can step up and hold.
Correct.
And they didn't get there because of injury. These kids earned their spots. This is going to be handed off. Red Wolves are right there and up to the task. That's a nice play. That's Ace and 10 break. And that is going to bring up 4th down for the Trojans.
Yeah, it
doesn't look like they're thinking about punting.
Right, and I think when you have a running back like that, I mean, you're always one play away from breaking it, right? And so I think this is a pretty easy decision.
This is high school no man's land. This is, This early in the game, I might think about trying to pin him deep, but I don't know what their punting situation looks like. He's got somebody wide open down the field, and that is, I'm not sure. They're looking like they're going to mark that a catch, and they are marking that a catch. So somebody feel free to go ahead and rewind that one and take a look at it and let us know on the comment section what you think. Because that was definitely toes. His shoes are white, or I think he is out of bounds.
Yeah, definitely a nice job of, if he was in bounds, of coming down with it, right? Having possession, then stepping out.
The last time that you and I were on the air together, the last play, there was some consternation. On that play, the kid was definitely out of bounds. We went back and looked at it. So the referee's got that one right. This one I'm not going to comment yet until I take a look at it, but I didn't love it. Tanner Patrick, under center. He's going to pitch this time. Oh, nice play on the end. First minute I thought that was a fumble, but a shoe came down right at the point of attack. Nate Lemaire on the tackle. Sands his Nike.
Yeah, fantastic job of just shedding his block, staying upfield, and coming down one-on-one.
I said, a big shout-out to Johnny Fonseca, the third, who's watching from the Naval Air Station in Pensacola. So rooting on his brother, this is nice to see. Keep him coming in from all over the world. So Sturgis going, second and long.
At the south end of the
That's going to be a handoff inside. Red Wolves again. Red Wolves are doing a nice job, Mark. They're not forgetting their assignments, and they're also not forgetting who's important.
That's right. Yeah, and like you said, it's going to be a steady diet of Thompson, right, coming right at him. And so far, so good for Papa's defense. You know, they've bent a little bit, but as of yet, they haven't broken, and they've actually done a decent job of containing him.
Well, it's a 2-yard loss on second down. It's going to bring up 3rd and 14. Ball's on the 18-yard line. No idea what Sturgis' kicking situation looks like at this point. But let's not worry about that yet. Let's get a good play in the backfield. Handoff inside, and he's hit again. Red Wolves pursuing to the ball. Great defensive stand. We're going to give a howl on that one. That was a nice play.
Yeah. And now it's decision time, right? You're on the 18, so
yeah, we're Logan Leonard in on that tackle.
About a 35-yard field goal from here.
Yeah, they're going to go again. You know, they're definitely not a traditional kicking team. So 4th and long. Patrick is the ball snapped low. He's going to come up. He's going to throw. He's got a receiver, but he overthrows him. So number 3, Ethan O, back there on defense, but you know, that's the rush too, getting it on him, and just didn't have time to set and throw.
Yeah, and a fantastic job by Papa's defense, right? They had the one nice run by Thompson, but other than that, and then a little bit of a pass down the right sideline. Other than that, it was pretty good penetration by Papa's defense, and did a great job of keeping.
So Matthew Hartman's going to jog onto the field, and the Papa offense is going to take over. And that should mean a straight line of backs across the backfield behind Hartman, and it does. Wing T formation. Matthew under center. That's going to go Zian Davis off the right side. Zian's going to get about 3. So nice positive start for the Red Wolves offense as they take off.
Yeah, we've talked about it multiple times. It's not the most glamorous offense out there, but it's effective.
Yes,
you know,
and when blocked perfectly, that was a good word. When blocked correctly, it's a big play offense. You know, and I would watch right here. This is the Logan Leonard territory. This is trap. Nope, they're going to pitch the ball. Planger off this side. So that's going to be a gain of about 3. You know, 3 yards cloud of dust. Welcome to Big Ten country. Maybe bring up a 3rd and 4. Long 3. Ish. It's another ish.
That's right.
So Hartman's going to bring the play in. But you know, this is where we're at, Mark. So we're going to start out with a couple of these outside runs off the tackle. You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see the same kind of a play here with Planger. And there's Carter coming off this side. Carter's got a good hole. You know, this is a setup. This is the setup for the trap play.
Yep.
And, you know, it wouldn't surprise me to see a couple more runs before it hits. But you're going to probably see Zian off the right side one more time, and then you're going to see Logan Leonard in the secondary. That's just how this works. So, and patient, methodic, take your time, and just wait for them to make a mistake, and then you strike.
Yeah.
And that's the harbinger of this offense.
Yeah, it's like the old boxing analogy of just going to the body, right? Just body blow, and then eventually.
That's going to get us some
that'll
5
work.
free yards. So Hartman picks up 5 yards with his cadence.
That's what hurt him a little bit in that Niles game, Joe.
And sometimes on that one, Mark, you just vary it. You go on 1 every time, and then you go on 2, and it just isn't there. So 1st and 5. Now we've got a lot of different things in our playbook.
Right.
This is one of the rare times that you can throw out of the tee was on 1st and short. There's Trapp, and he was met immediately in the hole by number 7. I think they could have used probably one more distraction on that one.
Right.
Gibson Carey with a big hit on Logan Leonard. But you know what? That's a 1st and 5. That's a free play.
Exactly.
That's like getting your 5 yards on 1st down.
Right.
So,
and he fell forward, so he got an extra yard out of it,
2nd
right?
3. No, nothing hurt there. That's going to pitch to Carter Planger. Carter gets outside, but it's nice play on the defensive end out there. Carter wasn't able to get the corner turn. It looked like for a minute he had an opportunity to get around the end, but it's not to be.
Yeah, fantastic play by that defense, just staying at home and shedding his blocker and making a nice tackle out in the open field. Third and short, though.
Yeah, that brings up 3rd and 2. Ball's on the 38. Hartman under center. He's got Zian, Logan, and Carter Planger. This is going to go to Carter. Carter picks and chooses. Ooh, that's going to be close. It looks like he's got it. And that should be good for a Red Wolves 1st down. Let's wait for them to tell us. Yes, it is. So big 1st down run by Carter Planger keeps the sticks moving in the right direction. Slow, methodical, get your 3, get your 4.
Right. And certainly that penalty helped.
Absolutely. Right? Well, I think they run a different play if it isn't a penalty there, so I'm not sure. I think it certainly couldn't hurt. Hartman over to Zian Davis. Zian's got some downhill speed. Zian into the secondary. Zian. Oh, and that is not a late hit. Apparently the track is in play. So Zian Davis with a big play off the right side, and that's good for a Red Wolves 1st down.
Yep, fantastic job turning in the corner and
we're
then going downhill.
Viewers. We were up at 24, now we're at 20.
Uh-oh.
Don't know who offended someone, but I'm going to guess it was you.
What did I say?
I don't know. I'm not even sure.
Right.
We'll hopefully get some of these people back.
As we know, it was my fault.
We could have gone to the fridge. Or the campfire because we got a lot of people who are camping. Hartman inside. That's Trapp. Logan Leonard up the middle. And there's the play, Mark, that I'm talking. That's the hit. That's what Trapp can do for you, Pick and choose, get lost in there behind the big guys, and all of a sudden Logan Leonard squeaks out the other side, and he's got a big game.
And you've got 6 yards, right? And it was relatively easy.
That's right there. So, and it's this offense can lull you to sleep. Left and right, then all of a sudden, boom, there's a big hit. It wouldn't shock me at this point in the field, 2nd and short, to put the ball in the air.
Yeah, you got to take a shot at some point.
No, they're going to pitch it. Planger is going to be close to another 1st down. That looks like he might be just a hair short.
That's going to be really close to another paw 1st down, and they got it. The head referee.
Yeah, and they said 1st down.
Well, so far so good and methodical, just marching right down the field.
This is Paw football. Up on the Red Wolves football. Coach Stry, this is his game plan. Here's the football. Eat it.
Right.
Last week's 1st half was so long, Joe, because all passing now.
So Hartman under center. That one's going to go. Hartman's going to keep that one. It was a broken handoff. Matthew makes a nice play. So that's a good run for Matt Hartman.
They had him dead to right.
he's going to pick up about 4 at a broken play.
Yeah.
You know.
At a play that he could have lost 5 easily.
Yeah. And I don't know if that was – I think that may have been a designed run for the quarterback. The way he held that handoff, I don't think that was a missed handoff. I think he pulled that on purpose. But it worked out great for us.
Yeah, a little bit slow developing, but it worked out very well, like you said.
Starting to inch towards the Trojan red zone at the north end of the field here in Pawpaw.
So ball's on the 26, Hartman under center, wing T. Zian Davis has got some blockers out there, beats the first man. Nice block on the outside by Logan Leonard. That's going to spring Zian Davis for a Pawpaw first down. So the Wolves are marching down the field.
Yeah, there's only 3 minutes left in this first quarter. I mean, they're just eating clock right now.
And again, you know, as pointed out by our astute public address announcer, Greg Southworth, you're keeping Jacob Thompson off the field.
Correct.
You know. So there goes Planger inside. That's a big hit. 63 on the hit for the Sturgis. That's Joe Wilson. And boy, did he pound him. But Carter Planger bounced up and went back to the huddle with his 4-yard gain.
You know, and it's great to see him hop up because he's been fighting a little bit of an injury. Yeah, so far it
yeah, and
seems...
he'll continue to fight that industry. He's got a bad knee, and it's not anybody's secret that that's going to linger all season. It was on choice to play through it. So play clock is a little low, but not too bad. Again, in the wing T, not showing anything extra. That's Planger. Carter Planger off the end. Carter's going to get inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line.
That was a nice run around the left end. Kind of fooled me for a second. Yeah. Hopefully I got it on video. But
well, and that was very well blocked by the left side of the line. The guard was able to get to the linebacker, and the tackle kicked out on that play. And gave Carter just a wide open running lane. And when the first person that's tackling your running back's a safety, that's a good time to be a Red Wolf. So, Red Wolves knocking on the door. First and goal, ball's on the 3. Hartman under center. That's going to be Zian Davis off the right side. Zian Davis is in for a Red Wolves touchdown!
Well, that is a great drive. Everything that you wanted.
So that didn't, yeah, that, you know, the other thing that was nice about that drive is we owned the field, no negative yardage in the entire drive, and we were able to run the tee the whole way. We never had to show anything else, didn't have to show the eye, we didn't have to throw the ball. You know, good drive for the Wolves. Troy Vanderberg to kick, bad snap, but Troy's going to knock it through. That's going to be 7 points for the Red Wolves. So with 1:38 to go here in the first quarter, 7-0 Pawpaw at Phelan Field. And Mark, exactly what you talk about right there. You look up, where did the first quarter go?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, and the first quarter went in a bend but don't break defense.
Right.
So we let them get a few first downs, but we didn't give up any points.
Correct.
And then we take the ball, we eat the rest of the first quarter. I mean, you can't draw it up any better than that.
Yeah, Coach Stride's going to be super happy, I think, with that first quarter.
This is a good place to be. And now Troy Vanderberg's going to be kicking off. Max Crawford's out for tonight's game with an undisclosed illness. Hope it's not the Black Plague. Don't want to start
Is that
any
making
rumors.
a return?
Yeah, don't want to start any rumors, but I have a strong sneaking suspicion Max will be back next week.
I hope so, yeah. And they need him. They need him, right? They need everybody to be healthy, and Max is certainly a big part of the kicking game, obviously.
Yeah, he was a little bit under the weather today, but that's okay. You know, he's earned it. He's playing a couple sports at the same time.
Yep.
Pawpaw goes 83 yards.
So an 83-yard touchdown drive by Pawpaw. Took just over 6 minutes off the clock.
It's amazing. It's just, death by 1,000 paper cuts.
And now the Red Wolves are going to kick off, and they're right where they want to be. Now, last year down at Sturgis, this was the only hole in our game. Scored 60 points and gave up 3 kickoff touchdowns. So
Thompson
see if we can plug some of those holes.
teams have been kicking away.
Probably a lot of squib kicks tonight.
This is going to be a squib kick, and that's going to be covered up by Sturgis, and they're going to get the ball at the 45. And, I hate to say it, Mark, but when you got somebody as dynamic as Thompson back there,
Right.
that right there might be a net gain on that punt,
Yeah. Yeah. You certainly like your chances better with somebody other than Thompson
That's right.
catching
And,
the ball, right?
And the other thing in high school football, there are teams that only onside kick.
Correct.
Because you gotta make sure that kid that's catching the ball can handle it. And if you've got offensive linemen up there who may have a reputation for not having the greatest hands in the world, sorry, Carson, I know that's not true.
What it does show you is the opponent's respect.
And notice I did not apologize to Dennis Stry, Jr.
Picking and
Who's here
choosing your
tonight.
spots.
Thompson's got the ball from the deep eye. That's met by the Red Wolves. Red Wolves' interior line is. So nice play on the interior line. Dominic Hernandez was in there for the Wolves.
Second and 10.
See Coney Conley out there. Vanderberg's out wide this side. I see Bryson Newell in the back, along with Ethan O.
Here in Van Buren County. Second down, long for Sturgis. Carey this time in motion, the tight end.
Handoff.
Jacob gets the handoff.
And again, Red Wolves doing an excellent job on defense right now, Mark.
So far, this has been amazing. I mean, Sturgis has a couple guys that are listed on their score sheet of over 300 pounds up front, and Papa is having their way with them so far.
Yeah, and the other thing, when you've got someone who you're keen on, Sturgis is trying to run misdirection, and they're trying to run some. So it's not going to work because you're not concerned about where that you want the ball to go somewhere.
That's right. That's a net win, right?
So,
if they give it to anybody else.
As long as our guys are keen on the right ball, we're good. So here's a throw. He's in trouble. Gets flushed out there. He's going to let one go. He's got a receiver down there, and that ball is incomplete, out of bounds. Bryson Newell on the coverage. Troy Vanderberg was over there as well. But that's going to bring up a fourth down, and I would have to think you're going to see a punt at this point. 11 seconds to go in the quarter. You're on your own side of the 50.
And it's 4th and 12, right? So it's not like it's a 4th and 1.
That's right. And indeed, we've got a punt formation. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to punt the ball, but there's a punt formation out there.
Sends one man deep, all by himself, Troy Fonseca.
So Tony Fonseca's back there, and that scares the timeout out of Sturgis, seeing Tony back there. So,
as it should.
Yeah, so we're going to get a timeout here with 11 seconds to play in the first quarter. 4th and 12 is Sturgis on their own 43. Papa is going to receive here in a second, and we're going to mute the mics and take a break. All right, back at it, Mark, and we are anticipating a punt.
Then you got Three Rivers coming in, and then a trip to Adrian before finishing at Edwardsburg. So if you take out Edwardsburg and Three Rivers.
So Fonseca back to receive.
5 wins on the table. That's it.
Brock Ferguson's going to punt. Snap is away, end over end snap, but it gets away, kicks the strings, and that's going to be downed by Sturgis at the 30.5-yard line. 31 maybe is where 32. Very nice spot by the officiating crew tonight. You got to.
We're good.
Yep, got it. Okay. We had a webcam utility, first one of the night.
Yes.
Every 20 minutes, you're going to see that, folks. Okay, so here we go. We've got in the tee again. No surprises. Can't stop us. Don't stop us. That's going to go to Carter Planger. Carter with a nice run off that left side. Carter's looking tough tonight. That wasn't just a good power run. He picked and chose there.
You know, and if you're getting 6 yards on every first down, you're doing things well.
So that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here at Phelan Field. Your score, Pawpaw 7, Sturgis 0.
Sports Radio.
Well, Mark, we got some good news. Max Crawford has posted on the feed, how disappointed he is that he wanted to be here tonight. So the rumors of his demise were greatly overstated. Max is in good shape. Logan Leonard, the ball carrier, he's going to pick up 2. That's going to bring up a third down for the Red Wolves. Oh, we've got someone in from Spain.
Whoa.
Yep, so we're overseas.
All right. It's got to be close to midnight over there.
We have someone from Spain in right now we're up to 33 people on the broadcast.
Hopefully it's
34 people. So the word is spreading like lightning. Pawpaw with the 3rd and 2. Ball is right on the 40-yard line. From the tee.
Most of those in the last 15 years or so.
Zian Davis with a nice run. Goes right, then left, and Zian's got a Pawpaw. First down.
Yeah, great patience there. Looking for the hole and then finding the hole and getting another first down.
That's a nice run, and
Yep.
That's what you look for. When you're back in this system, you might not get the ball 4, 5, 6 times in a row. And then when you're called on, it's your turn.
That's right.
Zias hobbles over to the sideline. So Fonseca enters the game for Zian Davis.
14-0 in that ball game up in Kalamazoo County.
Yeah, hopefully that's nothing serious. Hopefully he can get a little treatment, get back out there.
I think Zian will be back.
It's a nice pick up there for Zion Davis. Got about
Pitch out. This is Fonseca. So that's going to be a nice gain of about 3. Again, Mark, here we go. Run downhill.
Spinning tackle. No, it's Owen Brewer.
Already moving into Sturgis territory, so that's good.
Just crossed midfield, so we're about the 49.
Brewer got to the edge well and made a stop after a gain of 3.
Okay, so that brings up 2nd and 7 for the Red Wolves.
2nd and 7 there.
In the tee.
10.5 to play till halftime.
That handoff's going to go to Planger off the left side. And Carter's got a big hole, and that's going to be good for a Red Wolves first down.
A nice run there. Just good explosion and taking what the defense has given you at this point.
Yeah, and it's Carter is level-headed, and he's methodical when he goes into those holes. Doesn't try to over-accelerate, hits the hole, uses his blockers, and that's a perfect example right there where you're able to get to the second level before you have to make a move.
Right, and like you said, when the
outstanding job by our offensive line.
Right, when the safety's coming up to make a stop, you've done well.
From the tee, Hartman. That's going to go to Fonseca off the right. Oh, Tony with a burst of speed around the end. Good hit out there by Jacob Thompson. This kid's a football player.
That's right, two-way player.
But that's going to be an 8-yard run, So now it's going to bring up a 2nd and 2.
Yeah.
And they're making quick
And at this point, why is Papa going to do anything else, right? Just
Well, and
stay
this
with the
is-
wing tee and just grind him to dust.
I'll say it out loud. Why would Papa do anything else
Right.
at this point? You know, I mean, these three plays are getting you 12 yards every three downs. You know, and here you go, Planger again off the side. That's going to get you the first down. You know, at this point, what do? I mean, why mess with the good thing? And I think Coach Stry understands that better than we do.
Right.
You know,
right.
he's the one calling this game.
Yeah.
And here we are, just first down, Pawpaw, clock's running, 23-yard line, 1st and 10. I tell you, the first two games, Mark, I did not feel all that comfortable in the first half of either game. You know, it just didn't feel like we were in our groove. This feels like Red Wolves football. This feels more like what I'm used to seeing over the last 3.5 years.
And they're controlling both lines, right?
There's a pitch out. That's Logan Leonard. Oh, Leonard spins off a couple of plays. Logan Leonard with a nice run. And that's going to be a first down.
Like you mentioned, great second effort.
I think we got a little lens blur up there again.
Oh.
It's looking pretty blurry.
Again, my fault.
Let's try zooming that out.
Okay.
And see if we can get a sharper picture. If you're watching it on a mobile device, you might be okay, but yeah, that got a little better.
Is that better?
Yeah, we're gonna work on the sharpness here, folks, and see if we can't get you a little bit sharper picture.
Again,
Or if
completely
you're over
my
50
fault.
like me, you're watching a perfect. Just put your glasses, take your glasses off, and you're gonna not notice the difference. Logan Leonard, up the middle. That's good for about 7, maybe 8.
Give it to Leonard. He goes off right tackle for about 6 more.
And there's trap. You know, that right there.
Right.
That's what that is you lull them to sleep inside out, and then quick hit up the middle, and there you go.
8:40 until halftime.
Another impressive drive so far by Pawpaw. Just
Yeah, and this is it just feels like right now the Red Wolves know that they own the line of scrimmage, both sides of the ball.
right.
Planger is going to go off the left side. He's got lots of room. Carter Planger in for the Red Wolves. Touchdown. So Carter Planger able to get a couple of blocks off the left side that time. Races around the end, beats everybody to the pylon. Touchdown Red Wolves. And now Troy Vanderberg's going to come in and try to make this a 14-point game. That was so big, Greg Southworth almost ran that one in.
That's what he claims.
High snap. That's blocked. So actually, I'm not sure. Did Ford get that, or did it? It looked like it went through him and hit a lineman in the back of the head. But yeah, that was a nice layout by number 4. So we're going to give him the block on that. But I'm going to call no. I'm going to call he whiffed on that, and it went into the line. He definitely altered the kick, so we'll give him the block.
About the only thing that's gone wrong for Papa so far in
right.
that game. If you miss one extra point out of the whole night, I think you're all right. Correct.
So the Red Wolves are going to kick off here. Tony Fonseca is going to do the kicking this time. 7-1. Got a score out of Edwardsburg in the first quarter, or excuse me, out of Vicksburg. Vicksburg 0, Edwardsburg 7 in the first. Sparta is up on Otsego right now, 6-0.
67 yards. 3 minutes and 43 seconds.
Niles and Three Rivers are scoreless, and here at Phelan Field, Pawpaw leads Sturgis 13-0. And your Wolverine Conference recap.
There you go. this kick deeper.
So they're going to look to pitch it back, but they're not going to. There was nobody there to pitch. So number 30 on the tackle for the Red Wolves, which we don't have. It's a good trick, Mark, when somebody that's not on your team makes the tackle.
Right. It's hard to do, but if you can do it, it
some
surprises a
days,
lot of people.
And luckily for us and our spotter, we have zoomed out, so we couldn't tell anyways.
Right.
Okay, so 33-yard line, Sturgis. Patrick's going to lead the attack. He's got Thompson next to him. That's going to be a fake to Thompson. They're going to throw, and that's caught. That's a nice play for Sturgis. Good catch, but a nice play by Troy Vanderberg to be right there with him. You know, if you're going to give that one up, it's better to have him down after 12 yards than still running.
Yeah, he doesn't make that tackle, and the receiver's still running, right? That was a nice play
on the outside there, for sure, for Sturgis. And roughing the passer on, that's declined. Wonder why that's declined. Isn't that a spot foul after the?
It's not added on.
Okay. So apparently that's not added on to the end, like every other organized football. Okay, so here we go, Sturgis.
When all is said and done, they get 19 to the Pawpaw 48-yard line.
And
the give on the next play.
Nice play. Nice play by the Red Wolves getting in there.
Just no room. It's not really the room, Joe. It's that
Looked like Darren Stride crashed that play, was able to blow it up. And, you know, Max Harvey, who was that? Because it could have been Max, he's out. Anyways, Darren blew that up.
Yeah, the push that Pawpaw is getting up front has been impressive so far.
So Pawpaw on defense, another second and long, second and 14, balls on the 48. Oh, and Thompson got a little bit of a burst through that hole, but you know, again, second level is there waiting for him. You just get the feeling if this guy gets 3 yards of a gap, nobody's going to catch him.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah.
So third and long, and if history's any judge, they're on this side of the 50. This is two-play territory for Sturgis.
Especially down 13 already. Want to do something positive.
And I imagine, you know, we're going to see Thompson getting his hand on the ball in some method here. Nope, he's going to pull it. He's going to look, and he is caught from behind. So Conley and Nate Lemire on the tackles for the Red Wolves. So here we go. This is a fourth and just about 5. It's a long 5.
Won't officially go as a sack, but that's a nice play by the Pawpaws defense.
That was a real nice play by the Red Wolves to collapse that pocket, get him out of there, and get him moving, and then corral him. So, 4th and 5, call it 6. Patrick, he's got the corner, and he's got himself first down. Wow, is he fast. So that's going to take Sturgis all the way down to the 21-yard line, and there is what we're talking about.
And that is what you're scared of.
People on the internet are saying, yeah, you guys are full of it. No,
right.
We're not. That kid can move.
Yes, that's what you're scared of as Pawpaw, right? You have him contained, and then all of a sudden he makes one little move, and he gets to the corner, and he's gone.
You know, and when you see normal speed, when you see high school speed, you see it, you go, okay, that kid's pretty quick.
Right.
That was other level speed.
That's right.
See who comes up, and maybe I can pass. This time it's a.
So, they was looking for the shovel pass, but Pawpaw took it down. Okay, nice percentage. Looks like Bryson Newell out there. Nope, 70 is not Bryson. It's Dominic Hernandez chased him down. Nice play by Dominic.
Yeah, quarterback's got to get rid of that ball, right? Just throw it away.
Well, it looked like he was looking for an inside shovel pass there,
right.
and the Pawpaw linebacker was in the way.
Right. Saying, please pass it.
It actually was a pretty good play by that kid to hold on to the ball. So, second and long. This is where the Red Wolves defense has been so far, bend don't break.
2.095. You only got to do it once.
There's a throw, and that comes back. It's caught.
A little comeback route.
That's going to be a gain of about 8.
Back to the 20-yard line, past the original line.
So the ball's going to be spotted right on the 20.
With 5.5 to
It's
play
going to be 3rd and 7. We got about 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Sturgis getting a little bit more methodical on this drive. Patrick with a couple nice throws. Thompson with a big long burst of speed around the right edge. That gets us to where we are now.
The White Sox 1-0. That's a rarity. The Tigers getting a lead early this year.
So Patrick in the shotgun. Thompson beside him. They're going to roll that way, and he's going to.
Right side. Now stop him.
And the ball is up to the end zone, and that's over top. Bryson Newell on the coverage down there. Nice play, and that pass is too tall. I mean, Bryson had him covered. That ball wasn't getting caught, but that ball wasn't getting caught.
Right. I don't think Shaq could have got there.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it was well overthrown, but good job by the defense of covering everyone.
Huge 4th down here. 4th down and 8.
4th down at the 20. What are you calling here, Coach?
And this is I'm calling. Well, if you don't have a kicker, you don't have a choice. You're going here. You know, you're deep enough here that even if you turn it over on downs, you have to expect your defense to help out. So Patrick in the shotgun. Thompson's got the ball up the middle and burst of speed, and he makes a couple men miss. He's going to get a first down. He's not going to get into the end zone, but he's going to get a first down. And, that's just another nice run. Red Wolves not able to corral Thompson.
Right.
And this is the quick strike offense that Sturgis has. It's one person. Give him the ball, and he can strike. Now, they've got other average high school players that can make plays.
Yes.
Right? This kid's special.
Yes. Now you see what the hype is about, right?
Yeah,
Showed it to you
exactly
twice
right.
so far.
This time we're going to go with an I formation. Add a fullback. We're going to hand the ball to Thompson, and that's met immediately in the hole. Number 70, Dominic Hernandez, is having a good night tonight, Mark. He's in on a lot of these plays.
You know what? I tell you what, Thompson's had a great game so far, right, in terms of just a couple of nice, good plays, but Papa on the other ones are really making him earn it, right? They're putting the leather to him a little bit.
That's right. And, the times that he has been able to break free, he's gotten those first 3 steps. And it seems to be the key. If he can get 3 steps and get that speed work built up, we're in trouble.
Yes.
If we can get to him before he can get that speed downhill, we're in good shape.
Linebacker turn fullback.
They're going to roll out. They're going to throw, and that's – oh, he broke a tackle, and he's into the end zone. We had him at the 3, and he was able to break a tackle and go into the end zone for a Sturgis score.
Yeah.
Gets in with 3:38 to play in the opening half.
Boy, it looked like he was wrapped up and done right there under the tree for Christmas.
Well, maybe he was one of those presents that comes alive. He's a Chucky doll.
Somebody opened him early.
Nobody probably knows what a Chucky doll is anymore, but here we are.
That's right. So they're going to kick it. Are they going to kick this? No, they're going to go for 2. No, maybe they're going to go. They're going to kick here.
Is Thompson kicking?
Okay. Why not?
All right. I mean, does everything else.
He drove the bus here tonight too.
A moment ago, following their score, but Sturgis is back in it. Kick, bobbled, but he got it now.
And why not?
I mean,
why not rush for 150 yards and kick a 60-yard extra point?
Now the Red Wolves 13, Sturgis 7 on Fox Sports Radio.
So the Red Wolves give up a score there. Still lead 13-7. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Mark, this is a nice, methodical, plodding drive. This is what we need. 338 is a plenty if we can get a couple of 10-yard or plus plays.
Right.
If we're doing 3 and outs, 3, it's not enough time to get down the field.
Right.
But break 1 or 2 plays here, and we're in business.
And the nice thing is you have all 3 timeouts, so you've got plenty of time. The whole playbook, both plays, are open to you, right? And so you can just kind of take your time, like you said, and just be methodical and don't really worry too much about the clock yet.
Well, and remember the name, Logan Leonard, because this is the time of the game when we've been very deliberate about our outside running game. And this is where Trapp sneaks in, seals off a linebacker that cheats by 1 step, and all of a sudden Logan's gone.
Right.
You know, and they won't. Well, Thompson's back there, so they probably will catch him from behind. But if you can get to that second level, you've got what you've got to do.
Well, I tell you what, though, Sturgis did a nice job of answering Papa's drive, right, with a nice drive of their own.
Got to be honest with you. Now we have a football game.
Oh, they're right back in it, 100%.
They don't score there, and we get the ball and put some more points on board at halftime.
Correct.
This game starts to get out of hand. So the kick is set.
Now you've got to stop this team. They've got 3:38, 3 timeouts left.
And we're going to bring it up. Troy Vanderberg.
22. Going to come this way. Excuse me, that's not him. That's
nice run. Troy's got the ball up over the 43. That's good. Hey, that's the best you can ask for right there without breaking one. You know, and remember, Mark, Papa gets the ball to start the second half.
Correct. Yeah. So even if they don't put points up here, just keep it out of Sturgis' hands.
That's right. And if you can get down and stick one in,
yep.
Now you've got an opportunity to come back in the second half and
double up.
Double up. Yeah. You know, this is a driver's seat moment. Everybody knock on some wood out there that I just said that.
This is a huge defensive series. You got to come
so Papa's in the tee.
That's a surprise.
It's Tony out there, Zian back out there. Looks like Zian's out there again. Since I see Tony standing on the bench. So Zian's back in the game. Our senior trio of running backs, along with senior Matthew Hartman. Boy, when they're at the midfield, that Sturgis line does look big.
They do.
Okay, Planger off the left-hand side. He's going to bob out, and that's not where you want to be doing. You know, that extra bounce outside brings three defensive backs to you.
Right.
You know, give Carter credit for trying to get what he can get, but that's spells disaster more often than it spells soup.
Right. He got back to the line, which is lucky, I think, from where he started. But, definitely not the way you wanted to start the drive.
So, from the tee, that's going to be the other way. Zian Davis into the line. And now, I got to be honest with you, Mark. If I'm Sturgis, I'm starting to
call timeout. Absolutely.
You know, I'm trying to get the ball back. They got a couple timeouts left.
It's amazing in the last 2 minutes how different this game feels now.
They're not going to use them. They're going to let us play. So not sure I agree with that move, but maybe they're just trying to preserve them for offense. Their confidence in their defense here. That's Planger with a big head of steam. Now Carter Planger with a big first down for the Red Wolves.
Well, maybe they saw the future and didn't call it because of that.
Maybe that's why they're not calling the timeout.
Right.
They didn't have the confidence in their defense to stop that. But Carter Planger, and this is the difference between that little slide outside and just hit that hole and run downhill.
Yeah.
The other one, he draws it out. The defense has time to react. This one, he hits that hole and goes downhill, and he's got 9. So this is going to be Zian Davis coming this way. He's got blockers out in front. Zian with a nice run. He's going to get about 5. 156, 55, 54. So we need to get it moving, guys, here. We've got minute 40 to go. And, we're without Max. So, our field goal unit is – Troy's got a leg. He can kick it, but I doubt we're going to have to be in a lot closer than this.
Right. Well, here it would be about 60, so I don't think they're trying to 60.
129 to go. That's going to be Planger again, left side, and I would assume Coach Stry is going to use a timeout here.
Yes.
And he does. So 119 to go in the first half. Papa's going to have the ball. Looks like 3rd and about 3. And ball is on the 36. So as we look at some of the out-of-town scores, let's see what we're looking at here. Constantine is over Schoolcraft, 14-0. Niles and Three Rivers are still not reporting a score. Edwardsburg and Vicksburg still reporting a first quarter score of 7-0 Edwardsburg. Berrien Springs up on Dowagiac. Plainwell and Gull Lake are tied at scoreless. South Haven and Lawton. Lawton's up 14-0 on South Haven. And last score we've got on here is Sparta and Otsego. Sparta leads 7-0. So that'll do the local out-of-town high school scoreboard.
Maybe the path was a little cleaner there or something. Oh, goodness. A minute 19.
Well, 3rd down and 2, so you're in 2-down territory here from just where they are on the field.
Absolutely, and you know the way that they've been running this, I'm gonna beat that same old drum, and I'm gonna go. Let's do trap. No, it's gonna be Planger. Dance. Yep. And nice run by Carter Planger. It is good for, about 7, 8, and that's going to get a first down. And in high school football, that stops the clock until they reset the chains. So Pawpaw hustles in. They crank the clock, so 1:10 to go, 1:09. Pawpaw, ball on the 29. Hartman. Going to hand the ball to Zian Davis. Zian's got a big hole. Zian up the middle, down to about the 15-yard line. Zian Davis with a nice run.
Yeah, dragging a couple guys with him, not going down on first contact.
Coach Stry uses his second timeout. So that's 58 seconds to go here in the second. Pawpaw's textbook running the 3-minute drive out of the wing T offense.
Right.
They're getting in, that's what I talked about. What we need, a couple 10-yard plays.
Yep.
And that's exactly what we've gotten here out of Zian Davis and Carter Planger, a couple of 15 to 20-yard plays.
Yeah. And it all started with good field position on the kickoff, right? And then you just see the wing T to perfection of just a couple of misdirections, a couple, let's go left side one time.
And all you people out there who are wondering, the wing T offense. So if you look at the
here comes the fancy
offense,
graphics. Look out.
We never fail to please our
high
YouTube,
budget production here.
Hey, if 37 people are going to spend their Friday nights with us, we are going to provide them with the first class experience at least some of the time. Can't guarantee it all of the time, but we're going to give it a shot.
You want to do some more shilling to see if we can get a sponsor of that?
Yeah, well, we do need some sponsors, and I got to tell you, it really would help if you could support us because, it was tough for us. We couldn't make the trip to Gabriel Richard. We'd like to make those games. Hartman, that's going to be, I think it's Carter Planger. It didn't look big enough to be Carter, but it was. Carter off the left side again. So at Hartman under center. And they're going to hand the ball off. Zian Davis makes a man miss. Zian Davis got the corner. Zian Davis has got a Pawpaw touchdown. Outstanding run by Zian Davis to get outside there. And he just beat the man to the corner, held the ball out, broke the plane. Now, the defender seemed to knock the ball out there after it crossed the goal line, but Zian knew where he was on the field. So, looks like we're going to go for 2 here. So, I mean, it makes sense. The card says go for 2 here. I'm not a huge fan of not chasing chasing 2 points early in the game. But, since we get the ball back right after halftime, I think this is a good call. Hartman throws. He's got a wide-open receiver. Nice play by Matthew Hartman. Good fake. So Lemaire has got the touchdown. Hartman's got the touchdown pass. The Red Wolves got the 2 points, and we've got a 2-touchdown lead.
I apologize. I might have missed that one. He fooled me completely. I thought it was going up the middle, so I don't know if you could see it on video.
Well,
but
nobody blames you for anything around here, so I think you're probably okay.
It's all my fault.
So we'll blame that one on the guys down in the truck.
Right.
And by truck, I mean a 2009 Dodge Ram.
Sweet. I think I saw that one getting towed away earlier.
Yeah. Pretty soon we'll be able to get the flag holder fixed in the back.
Right. Keep those sponsorships coming in. All right.
Nope, webcam utility.
Yep, here we go.
All right, back at you.
They're trying.
That brief commercial brought by Canon cameras.
They're trying to silence us.
Software flaws since 1962.
23-1-7.
So Jacob Thompson back to receive. Tony Fonseca is going to kick the ball on the ground at someone else.
Anywhere other than him. Yes.
Because I'll tell you again, breaking the rule of don't give that kid 2 steps to build up speed.
Exactly.
7 yards,
You know.
about 2 minutes and 50 seconds. 8-yard run from Zion Davis. 2-point conversion pass from Hartman, the quarterback. It's 21-7. Now Sturgis.
And there's a kick. That's going to be misplayed by the up back. Oh, that was tight.
That was
Looks
exciting.
like he recovered it. It did not go out of bounds. So
Yeah. It's about perfect for Papa. I mean,
that was as exciting as a squib kick as I could expect it at that point. Bounced around, ends up, the guy grabs it right before it goes out of bounds. So 35 seconds to here. I got to be honest with you. I'm Sturgis. I'll hand it to Thompson and see if he can break something.
That's right.
But I am not going to do anything crazy here.
no chances,
You
right?
you
Yep.
put the ball on the ground in your own territory. I realize we're a wing T team and we're probably not going to rip it off in 30 seconds, but you just never know. So I think this has got to be run. And again,
And
they're going to
there
throw
you
the
go.
ball. And this is a quacky duck, and that is thrown right to Carter Planger, who happens to be on the bench.
Yeah. Just like you predicted, Coach.
Yeah.
Run, and then they come out and air
Well,
it out.
it's just it's a risk you don't need to take.
is. I agree.
And, what was and I, as a Michigan man, it's really tough to quote Woody Hayes, right? But when you throw the ball, 3 things can happen, or 4 things can happen. 3 of them are bad, you know. And that one right there, only bad's going to happen.
Right.
Now they're gonna run it, and this is why you run it.
Left corner on his feet in front of his bench. Nice pickup. Cuts it back, slowed down from behind.
And that's why you run it right there.
Yeah.
I mean, this kid has got the ability to break a 70-yard
Right.
run.
And that was what, 35 yards, and he made it look easy.
That's right. And this is, Sturgis is going to take their time out. They're going to get another shot at it. And there's just no reason when your best player is standing right next to you to
Right.
try to put that ball in the air.
That's right. Yeah, you get the Ferrari in the backfield. Why are you giving it to an Impala, right?
The only good news about this Thompson is he's a senior. And at this point we don't have to see him next year because he's going.
Right.
Well, we'll see him next year.
Yeah,
He's going to be
we'll see
playing
him somewhere.
He's going to
Yeah.
be playing somewhere big next
Yeah.
year.
That'll be exciting to see where he ends up.
It does.
You know?
It will, because I know that he's already got some offers in the MAC.
Right.
So, we've already got some heavy recruiting going there. But he's a powerful kid, too.
Yeah.
And, this is somebody that a Power 5 school could be looking at.
Oh, yeah. And he's a very smooth runner, right? Like, he makes it look effortless.
Well, and when you put 7 touchdowns on your resume in one game, everybody starts looking
I
at
think,
you.
yeah. Even if it is high school, people start to notice that,
Well, and
right?
Plainwell's not a bad team.
Right.
So it's
But the momentum, to get some momentum back before the half.
okay. So here we go. Ball's on the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. 20 seconds to go. They are going to put it up again. And again, Mark, I gotta question the wisdom. Now I get it a little bit more being on that side of the 50.
And they're saying that's a fumble.
Yeah,
Papa's-
Papa's trying to say that that's Papa's ball, but
Nope. All right.
Sturgis going to let the clock run out. So at halftime here in Papa's 21, Sturgis 7. We're going to put up the halftime extravaganza sign, and as always, thanks to YouTube copyright restrictions, we are going to mute the audio so that the band has no chance of being heard and blocking our broadcast, which is a giant shame. I think at some point we need to come out here and just record a band thing and take our chances.
Right.
But we're going to sign off for now, and we're going to go into our halftime extravaganza. We will be back to start the second half in approximately 20 minutes. All right, Mark, we are ready to go here for the second half. Teams are getting their last warm-ups in. So what are your thoughts on the first half, Mark?
Well, I think from Pawpaw's side, it went about as well as you can hope for, right? They contained Thompson for the most part, got a couple of nice runs there towards the end of the first half, but the Pawpaw's offense chewed clock, was never stopped, right? I think they scored on all three of their possessions, and each one was a 6-7 minute drive and just methodically went down the field. Death by 1,000 paper cuts, just over and over again, 3-4 yards at a time, sometimes 8, sometimes 10, but just nothing fancy, and just said, "Here, Sturgis, here's what we're going to do. Try to stop us."
Yeah,
and Sturgis so far,
I think that this second opening drive of the second half really sets the tone for this entire game.
correct.
If we can come out here, do the same thing, nice, long, methodical drive, put I don't care if it's a one-play, 60-yard run,
Right.
put points on the board.
Yep.
This is a key drive. This feels a lot like where we felt like in the Three Rivers game.
Yes.
Where one more score, we'd probably take control of that game, and it didn't go that way.
That's right.
So, and again, Three Rivers with a very explosive player.
Right.
And so, I'd like to learn from that lesson and see if we can't put some points on the board right away here to start the second.
And it's just one of those things where you don't want to give your opponent any hope, right? Just take the hope right away from them.
Van Buren County, the lights are on as we get set to start the second half.
Kick is
It's
it's a
6 yards away.
nice recovery.
I mean, he was the first man there.
So that's recovered.
Nicely there by number 80, Joe.
Gavin Turk with the recovery up front. You can't ask for much better than that.
Right.
If that was supposed to be an onside kick, it wasn't a very good attempt. If that was supposed to be a squibble kick, that wasn't a very good attempt.
Right.
If that was supposed to be deep, that was not a very good attempt.
Very not good, yes.
If that was supposed to be a ground ball right to the second baseman, that was an excellent kick.
Well executed, yes.
Say shout out to Connor Handena on his way ostensibly to a game. He's in an airport watching the Red Wolves tonight.
Jump and no flags drop. They go up the middle for about 5 in the Trojan territory. 63 and 65 on this plane.
Proof here, I can throw that up there, right there on the screen. Connor Handena saying hello.
Nice.
From our others from tonight, we've got Max Crawford, disappointed that he can't be here tonight. Get well soon, Max. Johnny Fonseca, watching from the Naval Air Station. Let's go. So, you put your comments on the YouTube, and we may be able to get you on the air. We absolutely will get you on the air. But
If you're there, try to recover loose.
that's going to be Carter Planger starting it right off in the second half where he left off in the first. And that's going to be a first down.
Planger just, refusing to go down on first contact, right? Just still dragging a couple guys with him. Picked up a nice first down.
This is the time of the game when you assert your will. We're into the second half now. They come out of halftime. Everybody should be fresher, and it's time to show who's got more and pounding it. That ball's to Logan Leonard up the middle. That's trap, and that's going to be 10 yards. So another first down for Pawpaw. We're going to hold the Wolf for a minute. The Herring household is disappointed whenever we hold the Wolf, but we're going to mark that with a first down.
There it is.
10 yards, they tell them to move the chains, and they do.
So Pawpaw, just what the doctors ordered, Mark, with the opening drive here in the second half. Pound, 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 and Sturgis is back on their heels.
Yeah, and it's been amazing the ability of Pawpaw's both lines, offensive line and defensive line, to control the line of scrimmage.
Especially being outsized.
Yes.
That's Planger off the left side. Carter's going to get 8.
6 more. All right, 63 now.
Now we're going to call that 6.
Vicksburg, Edwardsburg.
I'm looking at a pillar, so I didn't see the.
Halftime playing well.
Which just makes everything so much easier if you're getting 6-7 yards on first down.
Yeah, absolutely. And, this is what the wing T was built to do. 4, 6, 8 yards, and then bust one off for 18 or 20.
Correct.
And all that time, the clock just runs and runs and runs.
Yes.
Planger's got nice patient running by, we got something going on. That's probably going to be a hold. Now, that could be a face mask.
Could be.
Typically, those are your only two calls you're going to see thrown in that. And it could be a chop block there, too. 74 is looking like he didn't appreciate how he was taken out of that play. They are not facing in the direction of let's see what this is.
A little bit of a conversation.
So we're talking about it.
Oh,
Reminiscent
Sturgis
of
is
the
moving
Otsego
backwards.
crew. They're going to pick those flags up. They're going to put them back in their pockets. And they're going to march towards Sturgis. So it had to have been a face mask. We got no indication up here. Did you see a call up here?
Yes.
Okay.
The personal foul of a face
Okay,
mask.
I didn't see
Yeah.
that. I didn't see that. So, well, that's good. One of us is paying attention.
Right.
That's kind of important on a video broadcast. At least one of us is watching.
Just remember, it's
in
all
the
my
wing
fault.
T. Hartman. He's got Logan Leonard, Planger, Zian Davis with the ball. Zia's trying to run around the outside, and that's going to be, that's going to be our first loss. I think that's maybe the first loss of the game. We may have had one in the first half, but not something we're used to seeing.
Right. Yeah, negative play, went backwards. Still was able to get a couple of yards when it looked like he was going to get stopped for a loss of 5.
So that's going to bring up a second and, say, 13. They got to get it into the end zone, so we're on the 13-yard line. Clock hasn't changed. Hartman under center. There's going to be an offside, so that's going to get 5 quick of it back. Again, Hartman with a good cadence. He's done that a couple times tonight.
Yeah, second time that he's drawn Sturgis off, just using hard cadence and
That
just
last
switching
instant
things
replay
up.
brought to you by Cannon.
Tough penalty right there.
Papa saw exactly what had happened the play before.
It was a great time to throw the curveball, right, of the hard
Absolutely.
cadence, go on 3
Yep.
instead of 1.
Got to be a little bit more disciplined on that play.
So here's Planger. He's got lots of blockers out in front. Carter Planger through the hole. That's a touchdown. Papa touchdown. Carter Planger goes over the left side. Had a convoy of Wolves out there blocking for him, and Carter was patient, waited for his blocks, picked the right little guy in the backfield to run over, and runs into the end zone.
Yeah, that's another great drive by Pawpaw. A little bit quicker, only 3.5 minutes, so maybe too fast for
Going to
their
shout out to
liking,
Logan
but-
Leonard in there with a nice trap block. He's
Yeah.
normally running trap on the inside. He made a nice block on the outside. That's blocked again. I'm going to say we're going to get that off the screen because we ruined your home viewing experience of that block. But there's this little guy wearing number 4 coming flying in like Superman.
30-second break.
And
18 to play in the third for Pawpaw.
we're disputing up here whether or not he's actually hitting the ball or if it's going underneath him because he's like 19 feet in the air.
Yeah, that's great effort. And I mean, down 27-7, he's still going all
That's
out.
absolutely
That's
right.
Amazing.
So 8:19 to go here in the third quarter. Pawpaw 27, Sturgis 7. And Mark, that is exactly what we talked about. This is what we wanted to start the second half, is a nice methodical drive. I guess the only criticism is
Too fast.
it was fast.
Right, too fast. Yep.
And you never want to say a scoring drive is too fast. So,
Right.
We're not even going to call that a criticism.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
at this point in the game, now it's time to grind.
Yes.
We got to play some defense here. They showed in the first half that they were able to control Thompson a little bit and contain him. The key to that is not letting him get that third step.
Taking advantage of his
Exactly.
field,
And
opening kick to start the
what's
second
nice
half.
for Sturgis, if you can take some positives from this, is you do have Thompson, so the ability to go all the way on one play is still there.
Oh, there's
right?
an onside kick.
He went with it.
Yeah, the tee went further than the ball on that one.
Territory.
But, again, so we'll trade back and forth on the onside kicks, and both teams started at the identical field position, 48-yard line.
I understand being scared of Thompson, but maybe an onside kick was probably not quite what you wanted.
Yeah, well, and I like the strategy that we had in the first with the squibs.
Correct.
Get it past that first level, get it on the ground. If they're going to try to get it to him, make them throw the ball to him and put it in the air and at least get something going on.
Yeah.
But giving him the ball on the 50 after you just scored a touchdown drive to go up 3 scores, I'm not sure that's what we wanted to see. So we're going to throw here. He is. Oh, and that's a good throw. It actually went right through his hands, hit him in the face mask. So, not too much Patrick could do there that, if your receiver's not going to help you out, then you're not going to help you out.
Yeah, that was definitely a nice play and a nice pass. Just unfortunately, the receiver's not able to come down with it.
Well, and Otey ran a nice route there. He had an inside step. He was open, got his hands up. Quarterback put the ball right on his face mask. You just got to catch it sometimes.
Right.
So, Patrick, I'm going to call running play. No, they're going to throw again. This is going to try to set up a screen pass. He caught the ball in traffic, and he is a tough person to bring down. Breaks a couple tackles. And I got to tell you, that's going to be a first down for Sturgis. But that run just showed me something. This kid Thompson is going to put this game on his back.
Yeah.
He's running that as with a mission.
Oh, 100%. And he's still giving you 100% effort, right?
That's absolutely. So we've got a call coming up here. We're not sure what's going on. It could be a hold against Papa on the inside of that screen pass. It's hard to say what's going on here.
They got to check with New York.
Referee's got his hand up to his ear like he's looking for
checked
video
with
review.
New York to see what the results are. We're going to get a personal foul against Pawpaw. They're not going to tell us what it is. It's just a personal foul, so somebody did something that was naughty.
Right.
And we're walking 15 yards the other way. That does not help.
Maybe a couple of choice words or something?
Coach Stry's not going to like that. Well, he didn't
Correct.
signal unsportsmanlike, so it's hard to say what that was in there, but it certainly was not something that helped out the Red Wolves. So Sturgis has come out unexpectedly throwing the ball. This one's going to be Thompson, and he's got his couple steps. And I'll tell you, Mark, we're watching a special talent.
Yeah.
That right there, that move.
Yep.
High school kids don't make that move.
That's right.
And Pawpaw's done a great job all night of containing him. And, that one, he just outran people.
It's
just flat out. You can't prepare for speed that you don't have.
That's right.
And when you've got a kid who's running that, which I'm going to just eyeball estimate is better than 4 or 5.
Right.
Speed. As fast as he's moving.
And you've got nobody on your scout team that can replicate that, like you said.
Right. You can't use the golf cart to produce those speeds. So, this is a – and to boot, no pun intended, he's going to boot the extra point.
And there you
and
go.
I'm not kidding
Why
you,
not?
Mark. I think that kid's good from 45 to 50 at a field goal.
Yes.
This is just a football player.
He is a special talent.
So now the tables flip again. Pawpaw is ahead by 13. Sturgis trails by 2 scores. Pawpaw, 7:56 to go in the third, needs to just put a methodical drive together and grind and grind and grind. And Sturgis, quite honestly, at this point, has not shown any ability to stop.
To stop, yeah, exactly. And that's just it, right?
So, yes, we've given up a couple of long plays. Yes, we've given up some inopportune touches. But you know what? Who's not going to?
Yeah.
This is a kid who scored 7 touchdowns last week.
That's right.
Actually, we're containing him as of now.
He only has 100 yards.
Yeah, so when you're saying somebody only has 120 yards and 2 touchdowns,
right,
that's a pretty special player.
Right.
So Zian Davis is back.
That's about as quick an answer as you can get. Sturgis goes 52 yards in a paltry 22 seconds. Joe Haas, 28-yard run.
Wow, just listening to the other broadcasters, they said that drive took 22 seconds from Sturgis. So that's exactly what they needed, a quick strike.
That includes the runoff time after the first down.
Exactly. It was definitely quick.
Scoring quick on offense.
But here we go. Football isn't just one team's output. We'll see what Papa has to bring back.
I was going to say, if you're Brock Ferguson,
Colby Hindenaw has joined the party.
they're going up for an
Can't be
onside.
outdone. Uh-oh.
It's loose on the turf, but I think
Pawpaw looks to have recovered that. There was a little bit of a heartburn there. Looked like it was rolling around on the turf. A couple of hats went flying. That was a much better attempt at an onside kick.
Absolutely. Got a couple of nice bounces, right?
Yeah, and I don't think the last one was intentional, but I think that was an intended.
That
onside
definitely
kick.
was intentional. It looked like.
So, but the repercussions of that, again, the favorite starting position, the 49-yard line. Second straight drive. Pawpaw starts at the 48. There's a pitch out. This is Planger. He's going to follow his block. Good patience by us or by Carter Planger. Carter's going to be good for a first down.
For a gain of 13 and a first down, Pawpaw.
You called it, Coach. I mean, following his block, being nice and patient, and just waited for the play to develop and got 13
and that,
yards.
that right there is the running we need. If you get too anxious there, and that's not, we did not score a touchdown, just for the record. That was a graphic that got away. But when you're running behind them, if you can use your patience there. He got an extra 8 yards there because he didn't accelerate.
Yep.
He outruns his blockers there. He's going to get caught for a 2-yard gain. So nice run by Carter Planger. We're going in the T. That's going to be an inside handoff to Leonard, and that is blown up by Thompson. Thompson almost took that handoff in the backfield.
That's going to be loss of 2, Joe.
So that was an outstanding individual play by Thompson again. I mean, he really almost took that away from Logan Leonard as a handoff.
He is absolutely the whole package, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, we've seen it
Yeah,
on
there's
offense.
not a flaw in
Kicked
this
extra
kid's game.
points. He's got defensive tackles. He's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, you can time that, can't you?
Because you know they have to snap it because they can't go on 2 because there's not enough time to.
Second and 12, back outside the 40 at the 41.
So Hartman brings the play in. We're going to see the T. We got Zian Davis, Logan Leonard. Oh, hey, we're gonna go with the power I. That's a flip out, Zian Davis, and he's got some help, but it closed up quickly. Zian's got to hit that. Zian's got to hit that hole a little bit faster.
Yes.
That was there, and he went wide on his angle instead of following the blockers. And on that one, you got to be on their hip because when they hit somebody, you got to squeak past them.
That's right.
And he tried to get cute and run it out, tried to outrun the edge, and by the time he got there, his blocks had evaporated.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and long. Now this is the first heartburn down of really the last 2 quarters for Pawpaw. They haven't seen this 3rd and long. They're going to approach it from the T. Hartman's pointing where they want to go. Okay, that's going to come this way to Zian Davis, and Zian's got some room. Zian Davis around the outside corner, and he's going to be down to the 20-yard line. That's good for a Pawpaw. First down.
To the 21-yard line for a gain of 17 on 3rd and 9.
Same play to
So
Nice.
dialing up the play on 3rd and 9 there, Mark.
It was just
That was as close to a pass as we needed tonight. That was a pitch.
right.
The ball actually was in the air between the quarterback and somebody else, so we're going to count it.
To get credit for passing on that, then
I
you think? You're going to give
I
it
know
to
it
him?
doesn't go down in the stat book as a pass, but
You're going to give it to him?
you know what? That's
Yeah.
our passing attack in a nutshell right there.
To 269, 625, 209.
It's going to be Planger off the left side. Carter, nice run. He's going to be close, if not have a first down. Sure looks like that. The official on this side's got 2 fingers up in the air, but I disagree.
That's going to be very close to another Pawpaw first down.
And that is a first down. So they're moving the chains. So Pawpaw with another first down. 5:07 to go. And Mark, again, that's what we ordered.
Yes.
Keep running downhill. Let's put the ball in the end zone. Answer the quick score, and then
Right.
contain. And,
Yeah.
if you're trading 2 scores for 1,
You do it all night.
Doesn't take Common Core math to figure out we're going to get a win.
Right.
Zian Davis. That's up the middle. That's good for about 3. Red Wolves can get a first down without getting a touchdown, but it's a very small amount of turf to do that.
And like you said, the most important part about this drive is keeping Thompson, the ball out of Thompson's hands, right? Keeping him on playing defense.
So 2nd and 7, ball's on the 8-yard line, 4 minutes and some change to go here in the third. Papa leads Sturgis 27-14. In the tee, Davis, Leonard, Planger behind Hartman. That's going to go to Planger off the left side. Carter was stumbling most of the way through that hole. Still fell forward for a gain of 4, so a nice run by Carter. Somebody got his foot right as he got the ball, and he stumbled forward, but he was able to get a couple of steps down and, turn what could have been just a no-gainer into a nice little gain.
Correct. Made it much more manageable. 3rd and 4 is a lot easier
Yeah,
than
so we're in third
and 6.
Yeah, like you said, 3rd and 4. Ball's on the 5-yard line. This has been Carter Planger off the left side all night. That's been the prescription play right here. So I'm going to go venture trap. We're going to take Logan Leonard up the middle.
Ball to center the field.
And there it goes. Leonard. He is close to the goal line, but I think that's going to be a first down. So there you go, Mark.
Yep.
Logan Leonard sneaks the trap right up the middle, and that's good for 4 yards. And now you're wide open to let Zian or Planger, either one, attack the edge and look. Just let them pause and penetrate and find. We've been able to get 1, 2, 3, 4 yards without any problems.
Right. Yeah. And the key, too, here is you had a first down without making a touchdown. Like you said, it was going to be difficult, but here it is.
You know that we have crazy people out there.
Uh-oh.
We've got an amazing watch from Tampa, Florida.
Wow.
Well, our Tampa affiliate, they do an outstanding job down there. I'm sure that their cocktails are ready and they're ready to go. So that is Carter Planger off the left side, and that's good for a paw touchdown. So now, Mark, we've got Superman coming after this kick. The last time we missed a kick, we went for 2. Looks like we're going to go for 2 again.
I think that's probably the right decision, right?
Well, I got to be honest with you. I want to see the kid go flying again.
I mean, it is exciting.
And, again, looks like Zian Davis going to the right side this time. Carter just went left. It keeps with where we're at, vary it, or Hartman could keep here too. But there's Zian off the right side, Zian into the end zone.
Well, it's almost like you knew what was coming.
Stick with what you're doing.
Yep.
There's no reason to get cute. I'm already loving what it looks like inside Coach Strye's head. I've got a couch in there. I'm getting everything ready and all set up. This is, really, Mark, you didn't have a choice. You got to do what's working, and it's been working all night. Keep pounding that hole, keep going after it, and good things are going to happen.
Yeah, don't get fancy, right? Just do what you're good at, and they've been the better team up front, and that's
all night long.
The whole difference.
And that's not been disputed because even the plays that we're able to contain Thompson, it's because we're in the backfield.
That's right.
It's because we're beating their linemen up front. We're getting in there. And we are able to control that line of scrimmage, and that's been the whole theme of tonight's game. Whoever's won the line of scrimmage has won the battles, and we've won almost every one of those.
Correct.
Battles. We've gotten beaten a couple times on a great individual play.
Yes.
And there's not a whole lot you can do about
That's right.
that, But again, 2 scores to 1 score.
Yep.
We're going to win this game.
You'll take that all night, right?
There's just not any opportunity for
And
them
again,
to
now
come
you're
back.
playing the clock too, right? Sturgis is just flat out running out of time. We're down to 2 minutes left in the third quarter already.
So 2:44 to go in the third. Paw to kick, Fonseca. Done a great job tonight of keeping the ball away from Thompson. There's a squib kick, and that's a good squib kick, and that's going to be covered at the 30-yard line. That's the
perfect.
kick and on TV, Coach Strye just absolutely leveled one of his kick coverage people.
Oh no, I missed it.
Mark this at the 2:44 mark of the third quarter when you go back and watch Coach Stry absolutely demolish one of his kick coverage people on the playback tomorrow. Those of you who saw it live, go ahead and go up and get yourself a cocktail because it's that time anyways.
Yeah.
So, and by cocktail, of course, we mean Coca-Cola or Pepsi.
Root beer.
Sturgis on the cover at their own 28.
So Sturgis is going to start at their 28.
They're asked to strike again.
They're going to throw the ball, and I think you're going to start seeing a lot more of that. Nice throw and a great defensive play by Fonseca. You know, he was able to get his hand in there and break that one up. There was a window. It looked like that ball could be in there, and Tony closed that gap in a hurry and made a nice defensive play.
Yeah, the quarterback has shown that he's got a good arm, right?
Yeah, no, he's honestly, they might be able to open up some more, but why would you?
Right.
You don't need to. You know, he can do this on his own, and but I think we're at the point now where they need to try to get some more yardage. Ball is fumbled. Oh, it's fumbled, and it looked like Thompson was on it, but I don't think he was. I think Papa may come up with that football.
Papa's saying they have it.
The officials are saying
no indication yet. Still talking.
So the Red Wolves have the ball in their hand. They hand it back to the referee, and that is Papa football. So, Mark, there's one of those rare things that we haven't seen much of this year, those turnovers.
It is amazing to me. I'm still in shock. This is the fourth broadcast, I think, that we've done, and we've seen less than 5 turnovers?
Yeah, so that makes us a -2 on the year.
Okay.
So, and like you just said, we've only seen a couple of turnovers here. So, you know, neither team has been putting the ball on the ground this year. And for the Wolves to come up with that turnover, that could seal this deal in this game. Because you punch
they
one
get
in
points here. Yeah.
You punch one in here,
right.
And now you're down 4 scores with a quarter to go in high school football.
Very difficult.
We would have to be complicit in that comeback. So, wing T, that's going to be Leonard. He's going to find his way. Oh, Logan's head comes off. Okay, good. Head wasn't actually in there. It's just his hat. So, Leonard's going to have to come out of the game because his helmet came off. He was picking and choosing his way, and all of a sudden, some lumber got laid, and his helmet came flying. Glad to see his head wasn't in there.
But still able to pick up 4 yards.
Yeah,
so
4 yards on the carry. I'm had a Holy Grail vibe there. All right, so from the tee. There's a pitch. Planger to the right side. Nice run. Good pull out there by Darren Stry. So Planger, he's going to get the first down. Yep, so first down Pawpaw. Nice run there by Planger. And when you've got a 6'6", 280-pound sophomore, 15 yards down the field, smacking a safety.
Yeah,
good things are going to happen.
That's right. Yeah, you know? And that poor safety, I'm sure he was not expecting to see that.
Yeah.
Right.
So somebody wanted the license plate number of that truck, and it was number 69. His name is Darren Stry. Hartman hands it to Planger up the middle. Planger hard running. Carter Planger runs through everyone like a hot knife through butter into the end zone.
Well, Planger's had himself a great game tonight.
Yeah, all of these backs have done such a good job because, even Zian has not been called on as much as Carter tonight, but when he gets his opportunity, he's making good cuts, he's making good runs. Logan Leonard almost lost his entire head.
That's right.
We've got some guys that are doing the things. Fonseca has been outstanding when he's come into the backfield to fill in. Here comes our Superman. Check the lower left side of your screen. You're going to see somebody go flying. And there he is again. That one I'm going to say he got because he still has it.
Blocked it again.
So, and again, sorry about the touchdown thing. That's supposed to go away on its own. So you didn't all see what kind of fantastic. I feel ashamed for how good a play you just missed. because of my not touching the button.
I blame you.
Well, it's going to be that one is on me. This graphic's supposed to go away after you on its own to prevent just that. But again, our budget of negative $600 a game
That's right.
is not conducive to top-notch graphics.
What's your budget? $6 a game?
Negative 600 a game.
Oh, negative 600.
Okay, so 106 to go here in the third. And Mark, that's the score we talked about. You know,
Yeah.
that could be a backbreaker.
Oh, I
You
think
know,
absolutely. I mean, it's going to take something
And I
truly
don't
special
think-
to come back.
I don't think Sturgis is going to quit. And
No.
it would not shock me if they put some more points up in this game.
Correct.
But we've gotten to the point where even if Papua doesn't score again, they're going to touch the ball. They're going to take 2 to 3 minutes off each time
That's right.
they touch it.
Yeah.
If they get a 3 and out.
Yep.
You know, so the math just does not work.
That's right.
On this, you know. So here we are. They're going to squib this one again, and that's going to go out of bounds. So we'll see what they're going to do. They have the option to take the ball at the 35-yard line, or they can make them re-kick, or I think that's a 35-yard spot, isn't it? Yeah.
So penalty against the Trojans. That's the price you pay to take that away from Jacob Thompson, who's been unable to.
Yeah, I'm sure it was out. Somehow we'll take that as a kickoff. Considering who's back. It's been a rough night.
Okay, so here we go. Sturgis, and now they're, Mark, they have to move not only to
Gotta
the end
air it
zone, but
out.
they got to do it quickly. Oh, that's going to be not called.
Wow.
We're going to call that. We're going to call that a very nice play down the sideline.
I mean, probably should have been at least face guarding, right?
At least could have been
Yes.
some sort of a, but they don't have face guarding in high school, so they do, however, have pass interference. And it's debatable whether or not he actually ran into him before that ball got there.
No, it was a good pass, and again,
So Sturgis, regardless, is going to start again.
that's an example. It's hard for Tanner to.
That's going to go in, and he's got a head of steam. That's the recipe for disaster.
Oh, it's his shoulder.
Bounces off 2 Red Wolves. He's still on his feet. This is what I talked about, Mark. This is a fantastic run.
Turns, a flag
He's-
drop, 2 of them.
He's
And
gone.
went a paw player. And
What a tackle.
bounds up high.
We got a bunch of flags in the middle
There.
of the field. And I got to be telling you, I think that's a face mask.
There's multiple flags down. There's one down at the tackle
I
as
think
well
it's
as
face
one at
mask.
midfield, 2 at midfield.
Well, look at the
so
flags. The flags are back at the 50. The entire group of people.
It's against him.
Yep.
Oh, we got one down at the tackle. My gut instinct here is there's a lot of laundry on the field, and we're going to replay that down. My
But-
call is 2nd and 10 from the 35. Because we're going to replay that down.
and that's
We're
a
gonna
shame.
have
That was an
offsetting
amazing
penalties.
play by
Yeah,
Thompson.
we're going to get,
right?
looks like we're going to get a hold on Sturgis, and we're going to get a face mask on Pawpaw at the other end of the play. Those penalties are going to offset. We're going to have a 2nd and 10 from the 35. Now, they seem to be walking the ball, though. So,
Give us the 15 for the first foul. That should be the first foul.
But it wipes on a 16-yard run from Jacob Thompson.
so what we're doing here is we're going to have a hold foul from the spot of the foul, so they're going to walk that off.
Legal block in the back. He's declined. First
Illegal block on Sturgis.
Personal foul on Sturgis. We didn't get what that call was. We had an illegal block in the back.
What's to happen, Joe? Well, now the officials coming together. The head referee is talking to the guy that.
So this
made the
is-
flag.
This is another one of those moments where I wish I had the Jeopardy theme and it would not get us turned off here.
They walked off.
So they're going to walk off the Sturgis penalties. I don't know what the flag was on the end of the play that they're not going to consider.
15-yard personal foul.
So it looks like, so now what I'm going to go with is 2 penalties on Sturgis, 1 penalty on Pawpaw. We're going to go with the net.
Jan Stewart is really hot over on that far sideline.
So the flag down on the end, must have been just dropped out,
Unsportsmanlike.
must have dropped out of his pocket. We're going to go. How's that sound?
That's something that one of the Trojan players had said something. He would have dropped the flag right there.
So now it's even worse. And here comes another flag.
Oh, somebody should not have said that nasty word to that nice man in the striped shirt, because now he's going to pay for it.
The Trojans, it's not going to be a personal foul penalty.
This is going to be a sideline infraction.
Sturgis.
So Sturgis is going to march back a little bit further, and their coach gets to go sit on the bus.
Well, not exactly what you wanted from Sturgis, right?
No, and what a fantastic run we just witnessed.
Oh, my goodness.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, it'll be wiped away, right?
It never happened. And, you know, it was nothing special. It was just a draw.
Right.
Give it to him again. I've gotten to the point. There he is. And he's got a good run.
Thompson gets to the outside again. Broke one tackle on his feet.
This is incredible.
Cuts it back at the
Because,
40.
you know, Mark, like we talked about before, he has just decided
That's
that
right.
he's going to try to win this game himself. And unfortunately, he doesn't have enough to go with him.
That's right.
You know, he can't do it all on everything.
And not enough time left, right?
Yeah.
But, you see that what makes him special. He's got the speed to get outside.
I mean, he's trying to do everything. He's making plays in the backfield on defense. He's kicking extra points. He's running 80, 95-yard runs that get called back. You know, here's another one. And you could say, oh, well, he wouldn't have got that without that hold.
Right.
Yeah, that's possible.
Right now are
But he went by that hold at 62 miles an hour.
Pretty good chance he gets there without that hole.
You know, and
Thompson got to the outside. Jacobs
again, the whole idea here is don't give him those first 3 steps to get his
Exactly.
momentum going.
Right.
We have not been in the backfield in a couple plays. So there's another great game plan here is to just let him keep running 70-yard runs and tire him
Get
out.
him tired. Yeah.
You know, because at this point he's had 3 70-yard runs in a row, and none of them have counted.
Right.
about 20 plus yards.
Yeah, he's probably run for 200 yards just in this
Yeah,
quarter.
he's got
And
200 he's got almost 200 yards in this possession.
Right. And it counted for. Right.
And that kid just ran for 150 yards and then went back 40.
Okay, now we're going to have the officials are going to stop it because they probably need to talk this over. Because why wouldn't they?
I think they're going to say he shoots first, so he keeps his cool. Yeah,
Down after the refs.
that's not right. It's 3 seconds. I don't think you could make that one anyway, Joe.
30 seconds going back on the clock. Okay,
Second down, 24 as one of the officials came up. Head referee came over.
that's a good thing because that 16 seconds is going to be,
Right.
you know, the difference
Critical.
in this game.
Critical.
It's critical.
Seconds left in the period now.
30 seconds left in the third quarter.
Carries in motion.
That's inside.
Again, same play, right side. Turns the corner.
Okay,
dives ahead.
and that's
It's over the 30 to about the 32.
got 20 of the yards that they've lost on the penalties back.
I mean,
And maybe the final
Yeah.
play of the
That should be the end of the third quarter.
seconds left unless the Trojans want to hurry up.
That is like straight up like,
right.
Okay, so that will take us to the end of the third quarter. With your score, Pawpaw 41, Sturgis 14. When we return, Sturgis will have second 24 from their own 21.
Red Bulls leading the Trojans 41-14. This is Trojan football on
Okay, about ready to start the fourth quarter. And Sturgis is going to have a third and a long ways.
Tom Duke, Joe Hass back in Paw Paw, ready to start the fourth quarter.
So here we go,
Wild
starting the
end
fourth
of
quarter.
Final moments of the third with all the penalties, back and forth. Now it's third and 13.
Snap. Looking to
on
throw.
the
He's got a
clock.
man. He's open, and that's going to be a problem. Vanderberg. Oh, he's not going to catch it.
Mr.
That's
O'Tay.
gone. So O'Tay finally catches the ball, and
Trojans.
that's a weapon. You know,
Yes.
he definitely has the speed. He was able to. Derek Vanderberg is one of our fastest players. Derek, sorry, Troy, but Troy, he walked away from him.
Oh, it was a great throw, and then as soon as he had the ball in his hands, he was gone. There was nobody that was going to catch him.
You know. So there's some offensive weapons on this
Yes.
team. You know, quite honestly, you got to give a lot of credit to our young secondary for keeping this in check the whole game.
Yeah, for 3 quarters, they played
'Cause
really,
they
really
showed
well.
what they can do right there on that flash play,
Quarterback that time.
that they can just
With that again,
fly.
right on the money.
He did, and he just did. The thing that I was most impressed with is how he stepped in the pocket. The pocket started clapping behind him. He didn't panic. He stepped up. And
Trojans going to go for 2. Rolling right.
So
is
Sturgis
Patrick.
trying for
Rookie
2. He's going to
running
throw
off
Patrick's
his back.
pass, and that's going to be good.
On the 2-point conversion. We'll take a
So
30-second
O'Tay
break early
wasn't
in the fourth
done
quarter.
on that last
11:49
play.
on
He
Trojans. Back in
made his
the
2-point
lead.
conversion.
They trail at 41-22. This is Fox Sports Radio.
You know, it's a 3-score game still, but it definitely feels different
Yeah,
now.
that was a momentum
Yeah.
drive right there. And again, so here we are. We're saying it for the 16th time tonight.
Yes,
But slow, methodical, beat the drive.
that's right.
Take
Don't even have to score here.
You know-
Just take 6 minutes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're at the point, we got a shout out. So we're going to say hello to all of our fans cheering from the Hemlock Lake campground. They're requesting the zoomed-in view. So
The
let's see if we can
zoomed
get a little
in
bit.
view. All right.
Let's see if we can get a little bit tighter. We're having focus issues earlier, but maybe with the light difference on the field, we'll get a little bit better focus.
We'll give it a shot.
A little hard to follow the action with
Right.
the zoom in view because it gets a little bit clunky, but we'll try it. So this is another, again, this is definitely a important moment in this game.
Yeah.
We're going to see probably an onside kick here because
Yeah.
they've onside kicked it in the second quarter when they didn't need to. I can't imagine at a point like this in the game they're not going to onside kick and try to get it.
And Papa looks like they're ready, right? They've
Papa's got the hands team
Yes.
out there. So I'm seeing Fonseca, Lemire, Vanderberg.
After this kickoff, going outside, Pipers, Pizza, and Grinders, winner.
They're going to kick it to this side. It's fielded by Vanderberg.
Whistle blew.
Why?
He can run it.
Officials blew it dead after Troy Van.
They got blown dead as
Yeah,
soon as
the
he touched the
officials
ball.
He didn't go down.
Now the play is certainly dead now.
I don't.
He didn't put his knee down. Screwed that up. Oh my. Literally North Carolina
11:46 you are.
It's the craziest thing because they never blew the whistle,
He was running.
and
advance, the defense came probably kicking.
Well, the kicking team can advance. But the receiving team
so
can't.
that was just an inadvertent whistle by the officials. Is about all you can go with.
But they will start. How many times have we seen a team start at the 48-yard line? Dennis Strider wants an explanation about.
Dennis is looking for an explanation. He's pointing to the ground like he put his knee down, and that's just to cover your blown call.
North Lakeview and Sturgis was our winner.
Because there was no knee down there.
Yeah, it looked like he was
Kid's
just
6'.
fielded it cleanly.
Kid's
And
6'2", and
Right.
it was never below the shoulder pads of anybody else.
7 days a week. David, you got that.
So it doesn't matter. That's the call. Bad, blown, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
It is the call, and that's where we play from.
Your choice there, and we'll also toss in a
Well,
large
good field positioning once again for Pawpaw to start the drive.
So
everyone who
here we come back in the tee,
can address in tonight. We'll give another
and we're going to show you that that was a mistake. Planger breaks one. Planger into the secondary. Carter Planger's caught at about the 35-yard line.
at the 35-yard line.
And I'll tell you, that's what you need after a play like that. It's just smash mouth football. You know,
Yes.
go at it, pound it, go through it.
Yep. And again, just take away any kind of hope that Sturgis has, right? Just try to demoralize them, if anything.
Yeah, and this is, you know, we've got some commentary from the crowd, you know, seeing some improvement, good thing, but they'd like to see the pedal to the metal. And, you know, I think the pedal's been close to the metal all night on offense.
Yes.
You know, here's a tee off the right side, Zian Davis. He's going to get about 4.
Yeah, not sure how much more the pedal can be pressed to the metal.
You know, and again, can't stress enough on the offensive side. They have the weapons. They have speed. They have really good players. And Thompson has taken this game in the second half with a mission.
Yes.
You know, and yes, you're going to give up some touchdowns to people like that. But the Red Wolves, for the most part, all night have been very good on defense.
Yes. Like you talked about earlier, getting the plays in the backfield, right? They're meeting the running back
That's right.
at
From the tee.
In the fourth quarter, give it back to Planger
Carter's
again.
got a first down for Pawpaw.
It's an inside of 25.
So look, some more of the same going on for Carter Planger.
Well, Sturgis just has not had an answer for that play, right? And for Planger, he's just had his way with.
That's right. We got an update from Sparta where the Otsego Bulldogs trail Sparta 21-0 in the fourth quarter. Three Rivers and Niles in a tight one at Three Rivers. Three Rivers 27, Niles 21. Plainwell's taking it to Richland Gull Lake 28-7.
This is two-pronged attack right now. They want to
So
run
this is
it,
going to
they
go
want to use
Zian Davis.
cuts it back.
He's got a gain of about 2.
As soon as he tried to change
So,
the field,
in a tight contest from Vicksburg,
second down,
Edwardsburg 10, Vicksburg 7.
leading 41-22.
So-
Down to the 9:40 mark of the
So across the conference, some oohs and ahs have come up in a couple of Edwardsburg games this weekend. It was a tight game with Three Rivers. It was now a tight game with Vicksburg. So Wolves are going to get the Eddies in 3 weeks.
Should be a fun game.
the outset. We didn't want to get into a scoring
From the
battle
tee, Hartman under center.
again, especially
That's
on
going
the
to go.
road. Planger, the left side is the 16-yard line.
So Carter Planger with the ball off the left side. That's going to bring up a third down here.
Solid 2.5.
Clock is running.
Hartman
9
jogs
minutes
on
to go in the
skid. We're
game.
jogging to
Pawpaw
and from the bench.
with a 19-point lead.
Papa certainly in no hurry here.
No, and you know Hartman does a good job of this, managing this play clock. You know, here at Phelan Field, you've got the 2 play clocks prominently displayed right in the corners of the end zone, so it's easy for him to find them.
Barry Hartman.
He's going to go up to the line at 4. He's going to snap the ball with 1.
2.
Going to hand that off to Planger. He's going to pick. We got
This is going to be a
a looks like we got a hold in the middle there.
and they're going to back off, stopping the clock at the 8:22 mark.
So 8:22 to go. That stops the clock, and Mark, that's almost bigger than the penalty.
Exactly.
You know, we're going to lose some yardage on this, but it's still going to be third down. So we still got, and to be honest with you, the way we've been running the ball tonight, 7, 8, 9 yards a carry,
Yep.
this is still 2 play down.
Correct.
You know, this doesn't kill us.
And just in terms of field position, you have no problem going for it on
No,
fourth down.
and we're down here at the end of the field where even if we give something up down here, we're okay. You know, you're playing long field defense. So that, you know, it's not an ideal result there, but it's also not gonna crush our spirit. Hartman's going to bring a play in. You know, the interesting thing, we've only gone power I one play all night.
Right.
Tonight. So we've been in the T the entire night. You know, we didn't even see any of the single wing or any of the other arsenals that we have. You know, and I just have a feeling Coach Stride doesn't want to show that stuff off if he doesn't need to.
They restarted the clock again. Of course,
But Hartman's going to hand this one off. This one's going to go to Planger. Carter Planger up the middle, and Carter Planger runs away from number 1, who just ran away from everybody on the last play. So that's going to be a pawpaw touchdown.
Well, I'll tell you what, whatever little nagging injury he was fighting, he looks like he's been pretty good tonight.
That was a strong run right there by Carter. So I'm going to take this off the screen now, and I'm going to watch it and make sure it stays off the screen. Quality control is paramount on the Red Wolves Network and our 44 viewers. I'm hoping that 44 viewers means somebody's got it on at a party and there's like 120 people there.
That's right.
Right? Because that brings us up into the sweet spot of our demographic.
That's probably what's happening.
I'm pretty sure. So Hartman going for 2 here. Plangers seemed pretty easy. Seemed like a walkthrough.
Yes.
You know, that was a walkthrough before the game.
Yes.
4 to play. In the 4th, it's now
Wow.
49.
Yeah, and it's just, you talk about patience, right? Just following his block.
We have aspirations on here. Tonight, we're up to 52 viewers right now. Pawpaw's got 49 points on the board. Our goal is to have more viewers than points every week.
Yes.
So, folks, get on the phone. Start calling people.
That's right.
Because we got to get some more viewership. Because Pawpaw is pushing the envelope on the points scored.
And efficiency. They're most efficient.
7 touchdowns tonight on 7 offensive possessions. So Pawpaw is doing the job when they get the ball. And, you know, Mark, when you do that,
Yeah.
there's not much you can do.
Well, somebody still wants them to do better, right?
Well,
Wasn't that one of the comments?
Well, but here we are. Well, in fairness to him, we did catch that comment a little bit late.
Okay.
'Cause there's a little bit of a lag there.
I gotcha.
And plus, I didn't see it right away.
Okay.
So the game was a little bit different when he was making his comment, too.
Probably still my fault.
Yeah, but I will say, you know, here we are, as we've been talking about, 2 scores to 1. We
Right.
scored twice to their score.
Yep.
And the scoreboard reflects it.
Yep.
You know, I mean, that's just how it's been all night. And now they're going to squib kick. Sturgis is going to fall down on it right there. Officials blow the whistle, as they should this time.
Well, Sturgis has the capability to strike quickly, but they're definitely going to need it here. They're just very, very quickly running out of time.
So Sturgis is going to start the ball. Patrick is going to start in the shotgun. Low snap. This is a new running back.
The middle. Yeah, that's good running room, and that is a first down.
And that's going to be a first down for Sturgis. Didn't get the number on that truck. This is the kind of team player we're looking for right here, Mark. Randy Williams is watching TV and phone bumping the numbers up.
Nice.
That's a team player for the broadcast
Nice.
right there.
Got to
So we're getting
cheat
2
the
views
algorithm.
out of that. Randy, you're the man. You're helping
Cheat.
us out, getting our numbers up there.
Squib kick, and he just ran.
Algorithm is strong.
Yes.
Yeah, he lowers his shoulder, not afraid to go at it. He pushes into
Wow. Not afraid of contact. Not afraid of contact. He's
Not at all.
running into
Not at
people.
all.
Austin Miller, making a name for himself.
So I think Thompson's night might be done, and understandable,
Yeah.
but had a heck of a game.
Yeah, and
Because guess what? Jacob Thompson not going to be here next year. The Trojans
it's a little bit odd, even with that, you know, I understand that this game is well in hand by the Wolves, but
Jacob Thompson is not one of them.
I just, I'm a little sad what not. Oh, he's open again. What a throw. What a catch. There's a touchdown.
Wow.
So Sturgis, got to give them some credit here. They are not going away. 49-28 your score with the extra start pending. That was a nice throw and catch.
Yes.
Patrick laid it out there, let his receiver run underneath it.
Yes.
And, Otey made a great catch on it.
Right, and just super fast down the sideline, and that was a quick strike that Sturgis
he's
needed.
definitely got separation speed. There's no question there.
We know that that's the potential with Sean Otey and your team here. You might it's all about timing. So take advantage of your opportunities.
All right, so Patrick from the shotgun, he's going to hand it off inside. That's smelled out by the Wolves, and that's going nowhere.
9-yard line, 2-point conversion.
So
Good
nice
pursuit.
defensive play by the Red Wolves.
In the fourth from Paw.
49-28 your score. So still 3-score game.
Radio.
Probably another onside kick coming.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, you got to give them credit. They're not giving up. They're continuing to play. .639 here to go, fourth quarter. The only question is, does our offensive efficiency remain at 100%?
Right, exactly. Was that a 2-play drive for Sturgis? I mean, that was well done. Three play? Okay. Well, they certainly didn't waste any time.
If they do that kick again, don't blow the whistle if he doesn't go down.
46-yard bomb from Tanner Patrick.
So Tanner Patrick lays out a 46-yard touchdown pass, and that gets us to where we're at right now.
Got 28 up there. That's enough to win a lot of games, but not this one tonight. They've given up on defense 49.
So, Mark, you talk about athletes making plays, and, at what point does it become a concern when you're giving up 28 points?
Yes.
And they've done it, like I said, they've done a good job all night with contain.
Ferguson again.
Oh, that ball is loose, and Sturgis has got that one.
Yep.
Might finally have one. Officials pointing their way. It is Trojans ball on the other side.
Okay, so that one went off the Pawpaw up back,
Jay Tisdale.
and that's going to be Sturgis ball. And now 6:30 time to go.
Maybe you bring Thompson back in now if you're Sturgis,
Well, and that's
right?
why, I was a little critical when they say, unless he's hurt,
Right.
Taking him out at that point in the game, that game was not over yet.
Right.
And right now, depending on what happens here, a quick strike and Sturgis is absolutely back in this game. But
So this game is not a reach even though there's under
so there's a throw that's incomplete.
10 for 85.
So Patrick's pass on that one's incomplete.
Callahan laying in front of the Sturgis bench.
This quarterback's a junior, so he's shown some good stuff. He's
Yes.
shown some nice throws down the sideline. Hasn't been incredibly accurate underneath.
Yes.
He had thrown a couple of nice slants, but he's thrown a couple of, like that pass, that just were out of the reach. He's thrown a couple high.
Right. And especially that one there where there's not really any pressure on him, right? And it's not 100% easy throw by any means, but it wasn't the most difficult throw of the night.
Yeah, right. And, and we'll take it. We need those two.
Right. Thompson's still on the bench.
He's going to step up into the pocket. He's going to go deep again. Overthrown. And that was good coverage out there.
Yes.
I'm not sure there was any window to throw that one into. Give him credit for trying to give his receiver a chance to make a play, but I don't think there was any danger of that one
Right.
caught if it had been on target.
Especially inbounds. I don't know that he'd be able to come down inbounds.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. The downs really don't matter much until we get to 4th down at this point. They're going to be going for everything, especially this side of midfield.
Right. But the ball's on your 49-yard line, your favorite.
Absolutely.
And also get rid of it when he needs to. You don't want to hold it too long.
So there's the throw. That's a good pass. That's a nice hit. That's a nice hit in the back end.
It was a clean hit.
Ethan O on the hit on the backside. But that's a first down for the Trojans. They're going to continue to move the chains.
It's a nice throw there by the quarterback, right? Put it right on the money.
Absolutely. Yep, and that was a good designed play. The tight end was able to find a seam, get down there. This is going to be a handoff. You got to do that just to keep them honest at this point, but at the same time, you're running out of time.
Yeah. The only problem with that play is it takes 30 seconds to get back up to the line.
And, Sturgis has not shown any urgency.
Right.
They're 5:59, 5:58. They're three scores down, So Patrick's in the shotgun. He's going to look to throw. Steps up. Going to let one go high, and that's tipped right into the hands of his own receiver. So you couldn't ask for a worse result for the Wolves. That ball goes through the hands of the intended receiver, over top of our defensive back, and into the hands of their other receiver with no one between him and the end zone. So they get a score, and, exactly what Sturgis needed, exactly what we didn't need. You couldn't write that one up any worse for the Red Wolves. And it's the way the ball bounces in high school football, but, that's turning, if this score holds, and we're still up by quite a bit, if that score holds, it's going to be deceiving, of what this game was. And Thompson's not hurt because that was him out there kicking the extra point.
And he actually missed it. Oh, we've got a flag on the field.
Yeah, so it looks like they're going to decline the penalty. The kick was no good. So Pawpaw now up 15.
Well, you know what's coming. Another onside kick.
We absolutely know what's coming. So the onside kick is in play here. So Coach Stry right now just needs to calm his...
either wide, maybe right? It's wide something, yeah. No good. Definitely no good.
No good.
Yeah, another onside kick. Papa's going to have the hands team up. And this game is not over. This game just will not end.
Yeah, it's this is one of those moments where, and now I'm going to give a little shout back out. Keeping the pedal to the metal and keep slowing down to, we want to keep continuing here, Let's close them out. So, Trojans are going to give us an onside kick. This game is tightened suddenly to a 2-score game.
Yeah.
It was a 4-score game less than 2 minutes ago.
It feels like 30 seconds ago. Right.
So, so this is a big play right here in your ball game. A, to get this onside kick, which we know is coming, and B, to place a little ball control. And that is a nice catch, nice field. So really good, solid play by Lemire down on this end. So now, Pawpaw's got the ball. Offensive efficiency tonight is 100%. So they've scored a touchdown on every drive that they've touched the ball.
Which is pretty amazing.
It is, and especially in the wing T offense, because typically there's two pieces to that have to happen. One, you have to play pretty close to penalty free.
Yes.
Because like the last drive, we got a big penalty there and we're able to overcome it. But you can't do that too often, right? And then the other thing is you've got to get your 5 to 7 yards per carry.
That's right.
If you're going to carry that offensive efficiency of 100%, you've got to be on the positive side of every yardstick.
And it has started every drive with first down,
so
great
Hartman,
success on first down.
From the tee, it's going to go to Planger. Carter is going to pick and choose, and Carter, there you go. And the only mistake on that play
is one out of bounds.
Goes out of bounds.
Right.
On that play, you just got a 25-yard gain. You got what you're looking for. We need to kill some clock here. Just go down. Just fall down. You know, and it's so counterintuitive. You know, you don't want to just
Right.
go down when you're Carter, but at the same time, grab a hold of the belt of one of your offensive linemen.
That's right.
Go as far as he'll take you.
Yeah.
You know, but do it in bounds.
Right.
So Hartman in the tee.
Clock stopped as he ran out of bounds.
This is Zian off the right side. Zian's going to be close to 6.
Davis, excuse me.
7 and 4.
Ryan Davis got about 6, 7. Brock Ferguson.
But a nice run on first down.
Yeah,
Set you-
and
yourself up.
Again, just be on the positive side of the stick. So if you can get more than 5 yards on that first down, you're on the positive side. And this is Hartman taking his time. Now you should see some clock management. You should
Yes.
start to see this. Okay, fellas, let's slow down. Snap it with 2 seconds. Run the
Right.
play. Pick up the first down. Take 30 more seconds off the clock.
Right.
They break the huddle with 7 seconds.
Hartman under center. That's going to be Logan Leonard. Leonard is going to pick up the first down. So that is a pop-off first down.
Logan Leonard, the returning starting quarterback a season ago. They move the chains again, restart the clock, 1st and 10 at the 23 with 4.5 remaining.
Well, it's good to see that Leonard found his head, right? He was missing it after that one play. And
Yep, nope,
Yeah.
that's good. And it was firmly attached on that play.
yes.
And back down he goes. So again, 14 seconds on the play clock as Hartman jogs in, taking their time. 30 seconds per play off the clock.
I'm thinking 450 or so, but
This is going to be Zian Davis. Zias is met immediately by number 55. That's a big hit.
That was a great hit.
You know, that was a good hit. We got an injured pop-up player.
and we got an official time as one of the Paul players comes limping to the bench, won't even make it.
Got an injured player for
So
Pawpaw.
Max Harvey is not.
It's never a good sign. College football
He's grabbing his leg.
Radio, Michigan.
Mallory's out there to take a look.
Nation, according to the Associated Press, play host to the Huskies of the University of Connecticut. That's an 11 o'clock pregame show from Michigan Stadium. I do kickoff as the Wolverines and Huskies go at it.
So we've got a little break in the action, Mark. We're looking at a 3:56 on the clock. 15-point lead. We've got the ball. We're on the 22. As comfortable as I was earlier with where we were at, I still feel the same now, but we just lost our center for at least one play. We'll see how Max is doing. They're, carrying and kind of helping him off the field. He seems to be walking better than he was a second ago.
Yes.
So that's a good sign. But, you creep in to hear the idea of a snap exchange,
Right.
because you've got somebody who Hartman's not used to taking the snap from.
That's right. And it's one of those things that you don't think about until there's an issue.
That's right. And I'll tell you, in the tee, Chantel Reyna will point out to you that the center is one of the more important positions.
Sure.
Paul player got helped off. I think he's gonna
There's a
be all
pitch.
right.
That's Planger. Off the left side.
Again, his favorite play.
Carter's running like that. It doesn't matter.
Trying to strip him, and that's what you have to do.
So, that's a first down for Pawpaw. And you know what I really liked there that Carter did is he protected the football.
I don't know what his yardage is for the night, but he's had an amazing game.
I think it's 3,000. Just
Probably,
under,
yeah. I'll take the over on that.
Yeah, Carter really, he's got to be over 150.
I was thinking he's got to be close to 2, probably.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, and Papa has gained, every single yard today on the ground, right? And I don't think they've attempted a pass other than the 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion, but
Right.
that was the only pass. And we have that one pitch that we're trying to consider a pass, but doesn't really count.
Right.
So,
every time he runs the football, and he's got to be averaging 9 or 10 yards a year.
Zian Davis off the right side. Zian's going to go for about 2.
Much there.
And again,
Get to about the 6.
this is what we're looking for.
Yeah.
So it's 1st and 9 on the 9. He picks up 2 there, so we're going to get 2nd and 7 from the 7.
Yeah.
At this point,
It's almost better that you don't score,
you're
right?
punching it in with a minute and 20 seconds to go
Right.
in the game.
With the 40-second play clock where
So ball, I guess, is on the 6.
Get a first down, so I don't know if they would be able to run out the clock entirely without getting a score here. I don't think so.
So I think Papa wants to stick this one in the end zone, get back some of that.
Offside, it's Kyle Woodward again. And the Callahan Lamb, or was that?
Is that a
Vernon
runoff
Stevens?
at,
Woodward and
under a
Vernon
certain
Stevens.
amount?
Lamb
It's not
and
at 2 minutes, but
Woodward. Half the distance. Another penalty on the Trojans.
so Papa is going to stick this one in right here. Any bets on the
7
running back?
penalties, final from
I'm going to take.
Indiana.
I'm going to take
Station
Logan
Thunder
Leonard.
105.5 and goal of 40. Lakeland 21. Lakeland behind all the way.
I'm going to take the headless horseman,
Not enough on their home field.
Sorry,
Logan Leonard, on this.
you think so?
I'm going to take him on this touchdown.
Here, it's
And you know, my
49,
head's telling me this is a fake. Harper's going to fake the handoff and run it himself, but
second and goal from the 3. And rushing into the end zone.
we got to see.
Paw touchdown.
Carter Planger in for the Red Wolves touchdown. Good for him. Mark Hindenaw is keeping stats and says he's over 200 yards. So
I don't know what the record is here in Paw, but man, he's got to be up in the top 5 now all time in a single game.
Well, your offensive efficiency stays at 100%.
yeah,
Right.
you know, and it's just a truly amazing performance by this Red
Yes.
Wolves offensive line.
Yes,
You know, I mean, you give all the credit you want to these running backs.
but they've had the holes.
I can run for 100 yards if the first person I see is the safety. And Superman comes up short. Pawpaw is celebrating the extra point like they've won the World Series.
Sturgis 34.
So that makes it Pawpaw 56, Sturgis 34.
That
So
should-
Colby Hindenaw is put up that the rushing record is on the table, and unfortunately, I don't think it's there because I don't think we're going to get the ball back yet. And Colby, I believe, holds that record. So
Oh, does he? Nice.
we'll have to see if we can get some official numbers on that, but I think we're going to be just shy. But just a monumental effort by Carter
Yes.
Planger tonight. And you know, there's another piece to that story because Carter Planger comes in here as our best running back. You know, he's
Right.
proven that. He's facing somebody on the other team who's getting all the accolades, and
All
getting
the love.
all the pub.
Yeah, and deservedly so.
You know, absolutely. I mean, that we're talking to Star, but sometimes you come in and run with a chip on your shoulder.
Yes.
You know, and I think Carter's done that a little bit tonight.
Yes.
You know, hey, I'm on this field too.
That's right.
You know,
Well,
so
Joe
I
Haas filling in for Randy
so I think that this is I think this has been a good outcome. You know, and again, kudos to that offensive line for Pawpaw because they really, and our defensive line for the most part tonight.
Yes.
You know, here at the end when it's turned into desperation time, they haven't been quite. Oh, that could be that was a nice
and it's
try by Pawpaw.
here in fact, in the Trojans area,
Now-
deeper. It's like Sturgis covered it at about the 35-yard
We'll see where that ball gets spotted because Pawpaw touched that ball at the 50.
It's definitely bouncing around like it was up
Yeah.
for grabs.
It's a live ball, right?
They're going to say it was a live ball back where it landed. I think one of the officials realizes that Pawpaw touched that ball at the 50.
Well, I hope you had a good time anyway tonight, Joe, because we're going to see you back.
Yeah, and I think one of the officials realizes it.
Comes to town. Randy will be over in Scotland officially, and you'll join me
Well.
for the Sturgis game at SHS.
Well, they're going to place it at the 49. Your favorite, Brent.
Yep.
This yard
Yep.
line has seen the ball 800 times tonight, I think.
Yep, and you know, seeing that, I thought I saw it live, and I'm certain I saw it on tape that we absolutely touched that ball. Now, that's a discretionary call too, but
Touched it. So it'd be Trojan football there because once he touches it, it's dead. So first and 10.
he hit it with his helmet.
They've got a couple timeouts if they want to use it. At minute 38 at their disposal.
And to be perfectly fair, I think he hit it before he crossed the 10 yards.
Score just in another Wolverine Conference final. Three Rivers holds on to defeat Niles 27-21.
There to throw, we're going to go deep.
Pass down
He's
the
got a
far
receiver
sideline.
out there. He's going to try to adjust back. There's no room.
Single coverage up the sideline there. Incomplete second and 10.
Is that Ethan O back in the coverage?
definitely working on that play for the future.
Absolutely.
Okay, so 2nd and 10, minute 32. They're
Cohesiveness with your receiver.
at this point you're thinking they're going to throw the ball.
Right.
You know,
When you have the speed,
they don't even have Thompson in the game, so he must be a little bit banged up.
He's thrown a couple to him tonight for scores and a deflection.
But it sure did not take them long.
Pass over the middle.
Sure did not take them long when Thompson went down to go to Otay,
No
did
one's
it?
going
Right.
to catch him. Rashad Otay, 49 yards this time.
Well, I mean,
Not
that's,
take long. Now,
that's a quick strike offense.
6 to 40.
and Colby Hindenau is becoming premonition here because he has rushing record on the table. What that does is that's going to put the ball back in Carter Planger's hand. to run
Assuming
this
they
clock
can
out,
recover the onside kick.
you know.
Right.
So, I'm assuming we're recovering that.
Okay.
Kick,
All right.
you know.
You're calling it now?
I'm going to call it right now.
Okay.
I mean, we're 15 for 16 already tonight. I think we're probably good to get the onside kick.
They've scored 96
They're going for 2.
points now. Trojans are going to try to make it 98 with a 2.
Reminiscent of last year when we scored just over 100 points between the two schools. We're going to be at 98 points after this. And the only thing that's sad here is almost certainly this will ruin our offensive efficiency.
Well, you never know. I mean, he could break one outside and take one to the house from 50 yards away, right?
A minute 21 left, Joe, and the Trojans trailing by 14. Here comes another onside kick.
Well, if you like well-played defensive struggles, this is not the game for you,
Well, the
right?
first half, you could have
Yes.
been a fan.
Yes.
You know, because quite honestly, Papa did a
He
fantastic
did.
job in the first half,
Yeah.
containing some of Sturgis's weapons.
Right.
You know,
And especially up front, like we talked about, right? When you were meeting Thompson
Yes.
at the exchange point, right? When he didn't let him get, like you said, those first 3 steps of getting his feet underneath him, get the momentum going. And then the second half has been a little bit more wide
That's
open.
right. And you know, again, there are times when athletes make plays, and they have the 2 fastest kids on the field.
Yes.
You know, but Coach Short and Coach Newell will tell you, you still got to make the plays.
Yep.
You still got to strap the helmet. You still got to make the hits. And quite honestly, a few times tonight, they escaped. We had them hit. We had them where we should have wrapped up, and they
That's
got away
right.
from us.
Yes.
So, you know, although it's going to turn into a Papa W almost certainly, we're still, you know, at the point where a couple scores away.
You're
Now,
pretty confident
Sturgis
in this
their 1
onside
second
kick.
per play scoring.
Okay. There you go.
But Hartman recovers that one, takes a knee. So now we still got Sturgis with 3 timeouts. We'll see if their coach wants to burn those or not. Papa's going to run the ball.
Right.
And I could say that at literally any point in the game and probably be right, but I'm very confident that I'm right now.
Yes.
You know,
Because they might be favored in that one against Kellogg'sville, the non-conference game.
so unofficially, Butch Hindenau has Carter Planger tonight at 283 yards with 6 TDs.
Wow.
So that's unofficial, but
That's a pretty good night.
That's an unbelievable night, you know. And quite honestly, watching the game, I would have never said anywhere near the 283 number. I would have said just over 200.
Up the middle.
Oh, here
They're
you go,
gonna use
Coach.
a timeout.
They're calling timeout.
Okay, so here's 2 things that does. One, it's going to force us to run the ball and not kneel on it.
Yes.
2, that's going to give Carter Planger a chance to go over 300 yards.
Right.
You know, and they're handing him that opportunity.
And a little bit of motivation, too. Like, oh, you think you're still in this game? Well, I'm going to try to end you right now.
That's
right?
absolutely right. And tonight, if you didn't catch it, tonight was the Rocket football run through. So at halftime, all the Rocket kids ran down the track. Well, the reason for that, Mark, is tomorrow is the opening of Rocket football at
Nice.
Tyler Field here in Paw Paw.
Excellent.
So if you are they playing here tomorrow? Oh, they're at Phelan tomorrow, so that's even better. So the flag game starts out here at 10 o'clock. This is your opportunity to come out and see the
future.
future of Pawpaw football.
Right.
You know, and I thank Rick Gilbert for that shout out so that we can get that in. Yeah, it's free to get into that. So come out and watch the little ones run around. That's a good time for everybody. Now, everybody in the booth is rooting for Carter Planger to touch this football.
Against my better judgment.
And nope, that's Logan Leonard up the middle.
Oh, nice guitar!
And Logan's going to go out of bounds.
Leonard, the fullback, looks up, waving the crowd.
So Logan Leonard trying to do a little cheerleading of his own down there.
That was a nice run. The only issue, like you said, is he went out of bounds, right? Just wanted a little more time
Everyone
for
cheer
this
for
one.
me and the giant mistake I just made by going out of bounds.
Great run until the very end. Yes.
Yeah, all three of the Pawpaw running backs. So if Carter really has 280 yards, Logan's got to have at least 80.
Right.
You know, and who knows what Zian's got then? 'cause
Right,
He's got to
probably
have
at
more
least
than
another
that. Zian
50.
again with another opportunity.
55.
And Fonseca's got 30 yards.
Right.
You know, when you look at this, Pawpaw should be over 450 yards on the ground tonight.
That's incredible.
You know, so 53 seconds to go. The timeouts have been elected to not used by Sturgis, so now Hartman's going to kneel on it. So, yep. So this will be Michael Hart or Michael. This will be Matthew Hartman taking a knee.
As Hartman comes up to the line with 10 on the play clock,
Victory formation.
hand off, and Pawpaw will get their third win of the season and third.
And Hartman takes the knee, and that's going to do it from Phelan Field. Pawpaw takes Sturgis tonight. And I'm not going to say to the woodshed because
No.
that was Sturgis had a great comeback there at the end. But Pawpaw did take down Sturgis tonight, 56-42. Our next broadcast will be coming at you Saturday next week as South Lyon comes to visit the Red Wolves here at Phelan. That game is, I believe, a 2:30 start next week. So check your same bat time, same bat channel, but not the same bat time because we're at 2:30 on Saturday instead of 7 o'clock on Friday night. So once again, for Mark Linder, the Christmas tree makes its way across the center of Phelan Field, and we will call it a night. Pawpaw 56, Sturgis 42.